Alright, we are live.
Ooh.
If my game would like to show up, that would be kind of cool. Unless... Why do I have two Detroit Become Human things?
Oh, what do you have it?
Odd. Okay. We're gonna delete that. Well... This one's gonna be this one now. There it is! Yay! Just took a minute. Just decided to... Oh my god, Ryan. Already wants Eggy. The child. Look at all the Eggies on the screen.
A child.
The child. Yeah,
Child.
Diana, if you have to fall asleep, that's fine. It's not like I'm gonna penalize you or anything. Won't get mad.
Banned from server.
No. No. So Ryan and Adrian and Diana and Yolfador. What a shocker. And Grant, I think.
I'm just a moss on your computer.
I thought you were the moss.
I am. I said I'm the moss on your computer.
I thought you said monster, and I was like...
No.
Visited my fish in Dam. I've never seen a fish so excited to see someone. Oh goodness. Egg your Benedict. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that fish is like, oh, it's my favorite white streamy blob from outside glass. My food is ready. I need to get that out of the oven before it burns.
Yes. Ryan, I see you playing Deep Rock.
How do we get out of it?
Get out of Deep Rock, Ryan. You're not allowed. Well, hello everyone, my name is Aaron Gray. I'm here with Grant, I think. We think. We're not really sure what he is. He might be Moss, he might be a Void. He might just be a voice living in my head. Who knows? And we are here.
I love all the different lore. It's like Joker, where you don't know the true background.
Yeah. Do I need to roll a d20 for that lore?
If you want to, try to do it inside, I guess. Try to inside the void, dude.
Dad AI 2.4. Yes, there is a new version.
Is it just every time I join stream?
What does the new version entail, though? What upgrades have been made? That is the true question.
The upgrade has been that I'm a bit happier because I have a 3-day weekend again.
Hell yeah!
So, it also comes entail that I can tell Ryan that he should play Shallow Rock and not Deep Rock.
Shallow Rock and not Deep Rock? How about, okay, what about Medium Rock?
I mean, if you want, it's your Ryan, so you can tell what to do. I'm just saying. He should try the Shallow Rock, especially if he's eaten recently. He shouldn't go into the Deep Rock area.
Yeah, he just made a pizza toast, I think.
Pizza toast?
He posted in the Discord server.
Huh.
Alright, so we're gonna get started here.
Thank you for pointing me towards that artist in your server, by the way.
Yeah, no problem. Tarun?
Yes.
Yeah, Rune's wonderful.
I've commissioned them for stuff.
Yeah, Rune's wonderful. That's the whole point of the server, is to just, like, connect people, too.
Yeah.
Most new major features is withheld from the public in accordance to section 23(4)(b). Oh, good. Okay, I think we did all the conversation we can have here. Oh, that's right. Previously on, so she got framed for something, for a murder of the shopkeeper, and is now in jail. Sholmes got injured, and the tiny child is freaking out. And she's like, oh, I've made some unforgivable lies, and we're thinking it has to do with the McGilded case, that she lied on the stand about knowing something, or not knowing something. So we think
'Cause she
that's
was
gonna
there.
tie into it. Well, I think it's gonna tie into it. I don't know if Grant also agrees or not, but I think it's gonna like almost come full circle. Like that case that we started with is now being in England is now gonna tie back. I think because I think this is the last case of this game because there's 2 games. I have my contacts in the department. Oh my god. Alright, so we need to go... I'm assuming we gotta go to the pawnbrokery so we could look at this... If we could look to the...
According to the guide, that is where we need to go, is the pawnbrokery.
Okay.
I would like to say that I agree with you. I think that is going to tie to the McGilda case. Because I do think he was holding back on something. I just don't know what that is. Oh, blood.
Oh, wow, he's walking around.
This is where it happened then, last night.
You want to voice Ryunosuke?
Sure. That's right. The 2 thugs I told you about were obviously ransacking the place looking for valuables.
But apart from the policemen in here, you wouldn't know anything had happened. There's no signs of a disturbance.
No, you're right about that, actually.
In fact, if anyone, it's the police who seems to be one doing the ransacking.
I know what you mean. They're like a gang of organized criminals, all dressed in black.
Perhaps a cult?
Lovecraft. Wait, I heard that.
Ah.
I'm Mr. French Fry Man. Oh, Inspector, good morning.
Look, he has his precious chips already in the morning.
You wouldn't believe this. My wife makes me these every day, and I eat them all the way up until I go to bed, where I sleep with them with my wife, and she makes me another one.
Are you sure the chips aren't your wife?
Maybe I don't see a ring finger anywhere, though. I suppose I'll thank you for the vigilance last night. We got to see before it was disturbed, at least. Shame you let the 2 rogues get away, mind. Oh, Gregson, you actually believe it wasn't... Okay. Yes, I'm sorry about that.
Well, he said, like, it's 2 rogues, but that doesn't necessarily mean he believes that it was them. Should probably fix that shelf. Yell the door. Hey, friend. How are you?
I thought you'd assign extra men to the beat around here, Gregsy. Now look what happened. Hurley's been injured because there weren't enough police on duty.
What is this face?
He's like, a child.
A child.
Your ladyship.
Oh god, don't fling the potatoes everywhere. You're ruining precious crops there.
What is an orphan doing out here? I thought there was only one orphan school.
Hey Ash, welcome in. How are you doing, friend? On this wonderful Friday evening. I have an egg on my shoulder.
No one told me you were coming.
Are we supposed to?
We're supposed to, like, memo the police?
Yeah.
I expect you to take full responsibility for what happened to Hurley and to see he has the very best medical care.
Of course, your ladyship. The very best doctors in the capital are tending to him as we speak.
Is it because he's paying them. Is it because, like, maybe Gregson's in on Sholmes telling him, like, oh, by the way, the dad died?
I don't know. It might be that Gregson knew her dad.
Oh, maybe that's why.
That
would make sense. That would make sense. Doing alright, have to clean a bit more before my sister gets here, but she's not off from work for a couple more hours. So, that means you get to chill with us. Fun. Also, cleaning just sucks, so it's okay.
I find it strange that he's calling her your ladyship though, because that's usually reserved for like nobility or upperclassmen.
Yeah, interesting. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Combat Butler, welcome in. How are you doing on this wonderful Friday evening? Cleaning is the worst. Cleaning is the worst. I have to clean my shower this weekend. Because I need to clean it. Not because anyone's coming over. Just because I need to clean it.
And I don't think it's Runa's fault that the rogues managed to get away, is it? Chasing criminals is the police's job.
Yes, Iris, call them out.
Absolutely, your ladyship. As you say, ma'am, as you say. I can't. His hair.
What? Yeah, what the fuck is this?
I just expected he was a full thumb all the way up.
A full thumb? Oh my god, no.
You know, neck chin bastard.
No. Soaks into the PC. No, get the fuck out of my PC. Where's my hammer? I will bonk you out of my PC. Washing the dishes is relaxing in my honest opinion. I mean, I use a dishwasher.
You can scrub, but you can't take me away without taking out your PC.
Alright, fine, I'll go unplug it right now.
I will still be alive, your PC won't. The gen block is totally blameless. Not everyone's in agreement about that. Would you believe me? He's like a completely different person with Iris. Talk about a personality change. Maybe it's because he's racist, I don't know.
Maybe.
Oh, where are my manners? Are you thirsty, your ladyship?
Oh my god, maybe? Need a hammer? Mayhaps, mayhaps. Cool, Adrian, come do my dishes. I'm good. Turns out I could choose to work in Louisiana or Houston, Texas. Ooh.
I will tell you that in Houston, Texas, you'll have to deal with a lot more traffic. I don't know if that will hurt or help your decision, but there you go.
Just climb through the internet. That works, right?
I mean, as a black voidless entity at the same time that I'm being Moss at the same time I'm an AI program, I can be apparently whatever I want to be.
Be who you wanna be, Barbie girl.
Wow, that was a blast from the fucking past.
You never know what you're gonna get from me.
Jesus.
My teleport text still only works with numbers. We have established this. Oh, well, I tried. God, I love y'all so fucking much. What is happening?
He is way too happy. Perhaps you like some juice, some nice refreshing fruit juice? I have it in my hat here. I'm like a magician, you know.
I hate it.
Where do you think I get all my chips from?
Bro, what the fuck is happening? Gregson, what are you on, my guy? Traffic is fine, lol, and while it's Texas, it's so it's bad. At least it's not Louisiana. I mean, they're both southern states, so I'm already instantly sus.
It's hard for me to say. If I had to say, it depends on what you're looking for. I just know that people don't like traffic, so that's why I offered it.
People don't like traffic. I mean, that is very fair.
Yeah, they're always doing road work in Texas because they're always.
I mean, the road outside my apartment complex, the main highway, is always under the two highways that I take are always under construction all the time. Yeah. It never stops ever. At least Houston isn't as whack as the rest of Texas. Okay, that's fair. But still, Texas is just fucky wucky. Trying to send you my will and enjoyment of washing dishes.
Depends on who you're talking to.
Adrian, I appreciate your energy.
Oh, why? Are you thirsty, Gregsy? I have some of my special herbal tea with me if you'd like some.
Look at her flask that she has. Greg, son, I'd love some fruity juice. Smirk.
What?
Wow, we love, we love that. The one time Yolfador talks is to make an innuendo, and that's my favorite thing so far.
Oh my. George Decay.
Oh, it's with
Jesus, Greg, what the fuck? There couldn't have been that much tea in there. Oh,
I mean,
lovely. Not very much. I really hit the spot, your ladyship.
I mean, it could have been like the bottomless teapot the wife had from the last trial. It could have been that too, because that tea just kept spilling out.
I don't even recognize him like this.
I'm not sure what energy chat has today and where it came from, but I'm here for it. Same! Oh my goodness. Alright, do we get to talk to Gregson like a normal human being now?
No.
Alright, let's ask about the investigation.
You now
first.
get Gregson.
I'll voice Naruhodo because Gregson. So, how is the investigation going, Inspector?
Not to it, really. Very simple cases. There's some very definitive evidence. We're just about to charge that diver who we arrested last night, in fact.
Gina? You're going to charge her? See, I told you.
Why the fuck not? She's the only one in there, and it seems pretty blatant to me. That's right, she'll be able to bring her before the judge has a bailing tomorrow, because we can do that, apparently.
Definitive evidence, you say? What is it? Come on, show me!
Your ladyship, as much as I wish I could oblige you, I'm afraid.
Ah, I see. You've already captured the pair of thugs who broke in here last night, have you?
What the?
And you're going to put them on the stand as witnesses, are you?
How could you? How? How could you possibly know that?
Because it's fucking Iris.
I had
Are
a
you looking
feeling.
through me like X-ray vision?
Yeah.
I had a feeling, that's all.
Remind me to never try to keep a secret from Iris. Oh god.
We are keeping a secret from Iris.
We're keeping
Do
many
not talk,
secrets
Ryan.
from Iris. Oh my god. So you've arrested the two men who shot Mr. Sholmes, have you?
Well, yes, they were rounded up pretty quickly by the lights on the beat. Pretty suspicious looking fellas, so it wasn't really hard.
And Miss Lestrada's being held at the prison.
Yeah, she should be. That's assuming she hasn't lifted the key from the jailer, of course. Happens way too often, if you ask me. It's like some type of, what do you call them in the East, animes.
Oh my god. Can you tell us anything about Mr. Sholmes? What's his condition?
Sorry, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Scotland Yard matters are strictly confidential.
Well, I know he's been being operated on at St. Sinners. Why can't I see him? I'm family, you know.
I'm eating lifesaver gummies to try to imitate him eating chips.
We go the extra mile here at the Aaron Gray YouTube, Twitch, OnlyFans channel thing.
The channel place, I don't know.
The channel thing.
Thank
The
you for coming
Hackerack
enough.
Cafe, if you will.
The cafe, I would like one giant cheese. I'm terribly sorry, your ladyship. It's the hospital's policy. No visionage at all. Even with Bar's police, they kicked us out. There's a big old man in there with a knife and an axe.
I rolled a d20 and got a 17. Interpret it as you will.
It depends. What were you rolling for, Adrian? What
were you rolling for? So what thing? Like how Iris knew all of these things? Is that what you were rolling for? Hello, you fans hub.
Oh god, that sounds like a mixture between two apps I was thinking of. God.
Pornhub and OnlyFans and YouTube?
Yeah, actually.
Wait, when did we become OnlyFans? I mean, it's the running
OnlyFans.
lore of me like calling it a YouTube channel when clearly this is not a YouTube channel. What I rolled for is for your interpretations as well. But wait, what was the question? Like, what was the, like, were you, like, rolling for insight? Were you rolling for, deception? What were you rolling for?
I think they were just rolling to roll because they wanted to feel special. We don't know your modifiers, Adrian.
But usually when I roll, I don't have modifiers.
Yeah, but that's usually because I already know what your modifier should be, because I know your character.
Oh, true.
Oh.
The bullet must have hit an artery in his midriff. He lost a fair bit of blood.
When didn't we not become OnlyFans?
Oh no.
OnlyFans is only more only whenever the fans are into it as well.
He didn't seem too bad in the first hour or so. Then he started bleeding some more. But a hemorrhage like that is enough to make even one and only Sholmes pipe down.
Mr. Sholmes is human like the rest of us, you know.
Well, maybe. We haven't checked on that yet, but anyway, we have an emergency surgery right now, so I gotta stop that bleeding. Unless he dies. I mean, what?
But he will be all right, won't he? Won't they'll be able to make him better?
Of course, your ladyship. He'll be right as rain before you know it.
Really?
Unlike fine.
How do you know?
How do I know? Well, because, of course. Ah, yes, because Mr. Sholmes is such a great detective, that's why.
He's talking to her because he's like she's a child. Like, not treating her like how the intelligent person she is. We better pray the doctors have a better grasp of what's needed to make someone well again.
Oh dear, please don't die, Hurley.
I'll report to your ladyship the moment I hear he's out of operating theatre.
Alright, bro. We need to have a talk. Why do you fucking keep calling her ladyship? I couldn't help noticing, Inspector.
What? With his sunshine?
Well, there seems to be a marked difference between the way you talk to me and Iris. Are you being racist? Inspector, I gotta know. Is it because I'm Japanese? Is that it? Is that why? And if so, we're gonna have a fucking problem. I got donuts. Jam-filled donuts are my favorite. Do you like donuts? Where's that coming from?
I don't know.
Adrian, do you actually have donuts? Or, like, is this a line from something that I have just no idea? Cream-filled donuts.
Like a meme.
Ooh. Cream-filled donuts. Ooh.
Cream-filled donut. Ooh.
What's the sauce, Sonny? I'm a copper, and we don't go in for favoritism.
Uh-huh. Sure, Greggy. Okay. Greggy? Greggy?
Why did you call him Greggy?
Because, I mean, Child has a nickname for him, so Greggy is now my nickname for him, and Greggy is also me mashed with Eggy.
That's actually a good point. I think
Eggy.
she's only called him Inspector.
No, she's called him Gregsy, I think.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. The ones I have at the moment, some Pinky Donuts. Ooh. I'm also quoting the 4Kids translation of Pokemon while Brock is showing rice balls. Ah, okay.
I turned this frying pan into a drying pan.
I'll turn this frying pan into a drying pan.
Oh, God.
Getting donuts in the morning for me, sister, and the two friends who are coming to hang out for the day. Ooh, that sounds fun. Love donuts. We have a handmade donut shop in town. I've been to them a couple times. They're pretty good.
I can't believe they made the whole shop by hand.
I know, right? It's impressive.
Yes.
But he's right. You do treat us differently.
It's because of those adventures of Herlock Sholmes stories, that's why.
Oh, he's trying to get on her good side, so she writes him, like, in favor.
To write him in a positive light, okay.
Oh.
I compliment him, don't I? Inspector Tobias Gregson.
Oh, well, yes, because you're an acquaintance of Hurley's.
What did you write about the inspector, Iris?
I don't remember, really.
Where's Sasato to tell us, like, literally every single detail? In a perfect memory, because, like, she's, like, the ultimate fangirl of Herlock Sholmes.
It's because she went to go talk to that judge guy, right?
I think so. I'm
And
not
so I think
sure.
she's off at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think
Either
she's.
that or she's in questioning.
Yeah. Oh, I think she's still in questioning. They let us go early because someone had to go take care of Iris, so they let us go earlier.
Man.
It was one of Shelma's lines. Gregson is the smartest of the Scotland Yarders.
Oh, Gregson, you really misinterpreted that line. So the reason why he said that is because he thought you were an idiot, but you were the smartest out of all the idiots.
Oh.
Because he didn't like Scotland Yard because he thought they were all stupid.
Uh-oh.
He really missed that interpretation of the line, Mr. Gregson.
Uh-oh. Hey, Loy, welcome in. How are you doing? Also, your emotes are absolutely adorable.
Chibi.
Yes, they're very cute. How are you doing on this wonderful Friday evening? We are currently, as you can see, playing some more Great Ace Attorney. I got my friend Grant here, I think. I don't know anymore.
Really here? Am I ever really here?
I don't know. Don't make me start singing Mad World, my guy. But I'm also, yeah, we have a local bakery for donuts by me too. I loves it. Ooh. Got a bakery near me as well. Yeah, we don't have a bakery because they only do donuts. They do like donuts and like, I don't think they do other pastries, but they do like drinks like frappuccinos and like mochas and stuff. But they don't do, like bread or other bakery items. Sasato, the ultimate fangirl. Danganronpa Chronicles confirmed. Danganronpa Phoenix Wright crossover. Actually, there is one song from Danganronpa that I'm like, oh my god, like I can literally put the Danganronpa music, or I could put the Phoenix Wright music in this and make a fucking mashup. I will do it one of these days. When I'm not.
Depending on if you have a character that needs voicing, I could probably do that.
Oh no, it would just be the music.
Oh, got you. Just the
music, not a complete mashover of games. Just the music. Hey, Akemi, how are you? Are you both on episode 5, Great Ace? I believe this is episode 5.
Episode 5.
Yeah, we're on episode 5. Yes, we are. Welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Glad to see you here. You ain't mad. It's just a glitch in the Matrix. It's fine.
Do you want to know something kind of funny about my local bakery?
Sure.
We actually have a Planet Fitness that's just right in front of the cheapest pizza place, Little Caesars, and the cream-filled donuts place. And so I find it funny that they're just right outside the place where people are supposed to lose weight.
I mean, next to our Planet Fitness is a thrift store, a dollar store, a Chinese place, and a grocery store. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, episode 5, the detective strikes back. Well, the detective is currently in a operating theater.
So 5, detective strikes back.
The first topic to distract Gray and Grant: donuts and bakeries. I mean, it hasn't gotten us on a tangent, so I don't think it's distracted us. Because coincidentally, as we started talking about donuts and bakeries, we got 2 cool people to join chat. So of course I had to stop and say hello to these people, as the streamer I am should. So, it's coincidence. What is the saying? Causation is, coincidence is not correlation or something.
Correlation does not equal causation.
Yes, there it is. I'm good. I just finished the first half of some CPR training tonight, so I'm just chilling for the rest of the night now. Ooh, fun. Is there any reason that you're getting your CPR training done for? I know when I was teaching martial arts back when I was in high school, yeah, correlation, not causation. Back when I was teaching martial arts in high school, like, I had to get my CPR cert. It was for, like, some certain ranking that I had to do, like a collar upgrade or something that I had to get CPR certified. Harlock needs to stop getting himself into predicaments. Yeah, He really do. He needs to stop hanging off of ceiling lights. But he wouldn't be Herlock then. Yeah, you're correct, Grant. She'll almost be getting into weird problems. He do.
I mean, that is true. I mean, what else would he be if he didn't, though?
Still a very hot twink that I would like to smooch on the smooch on the kiss. Yeah, that's English. That's proper words.
I would want to do more with the twink than that, but fair enough.
I mean, so do I, but like also like Connor from Detroit Become Human is my current hyperfixation. So sorry, Aiden Pierce.
I think Connor looks kind of cute. I just don't think I could do anything with him because he's kind of like. I feel like
he's an android, but like I would also just like to smooch Connor on the cheek and give him head pats because he's such a good boy. Don't spoil no one. Not to say that you are Grant. No one spoiled Detroit Become Human for me, please. I will get very mad at you. Husband tier list coming soon. TM. Husband tier list is going to be a reward if we hit a sub goal for my birthday subathon. Streamiversary thing. What?
if you can meet the rat goal.
Yeah, if we can meet the rat goal, then yeah. Honestly, I've never done, and I feel like I should. Also, be helpful to applying to jobs. That's fair. Yeah, because it is something you can add to your resume. Be like, oh, by the way, I am CPR certified. Especially if you're working with like kids or like a population that might need it. Marcus better fight me. Marcus is also very cute, not gonna lie, but Connor is more. I prefer Connor.
I don't know who this Marcus is.
Marcus is one of the other androids that you play as.
Gotcha. I will tell you that I love that both of our names start with G.
G and G. GG! Good game!
Yeah, I was gonna say, every single time we can just say, GG, guys!
GG.
It's GG here!
I love Mr. GG. I love Mr. GG.
Oh, did I write that?
And you know what? That one line did for me, eh? The very next month, my pay doubled, I tell you.
Oh, why are you mad? You sound mad, bro. Ooh, that's amazing. I wish my pay doubled.
Oh, because everyone at the yard's reading them. They read all the Herlock Sholmes stories.
G&G Ice Cream, the new competitor to J&J.
G&G versus the world of J&J.
Wait, J&J? Wouldn't it be Ben and Jerry's?
I was thinking of Johnson & Johnson.
That's not an ice cream company. Oh, G&G Ice Cream, but J&J, Johnson & Johnson does not make ice cream.
No.
They made a vaccine.
Well, they're into medical. There's a lot of things they're into. Mostly medical at the moment.
At the moment. Whatever currently helps them make money.
Yeah. I mean, they had to do some... Because of an oil spill, they had to try to change their image a bit.
Yep, one job asked if I was CPR certified and I'm in a geoscience field. Depending on what you're hoping to do, you might want to look into taking OSHA's 40-hour HASWO course. What is that? That hurt my brain. That hurt my mouth to say. Johnson & Johnson & Johnson & Johnson & Johnson & Johnson. J&J ice cream is a brand of ice cream. I've never heard of it before. I've heard of Ben and Jerry's.
I've never heard of J&J, but
yeah.
I think I've heard of Ben and Jerry's. I just didn't know it was an ice cream.
Oh yeah, Ben and Jerry's is an ice cream.
I thought it was a restaurant.
No, they're an ice cream company.
But you can set up a fan club for me.
Why are you bitching about this?
Because they follow me around and start trying to sell me these weird stories of fiction about me.
Of course, that explains everything. It was around that time you became such a toady around to me.
And you blame me? All it take one bad word from you and Sholmes that could change his tune about me. Gregson? No, the great detective will say. He's getting quite overrated these days. Think about what would happen to my salary if that came out in print, eh?
Johnson & Johnson didn't have anything to do with oil, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that was BP.
Could be mixing it up.
It was
It's been a
BP
while.
that with the oil spill, like, years ago. And to this day, I've never filled my tank at a BP. Although probably all oil companies have some sort of things they're skirting under the rug. My new favorite thing for somebody, so like, if I ever get back into playing D&D, I want to make this like into like a character trait or like a quirk, is that my professor gets idioms wrong. She says them wrong. She's like, you know, like oh, sweep it under the carpet. She's like, oh, sweep it under the floorboards or something. And like she has the idea, but it's not the exact wording. So we're like, Professor, what are you saying? She's like, oh, it's that idiom, you know. And then we like say the correct one. She's like, yeah, that one. So that would be a fun character trait or a quirk for our characters. Like they say idioms wrong or something. Grant has nothing to say.
Not correlation. I was trying to think of an idiom, but I couldn't.
So many named partners, all with the same last name. What a lawyer family.
Pretty sure that's because they are family. Here at the Johnson & Johnson and Johnson & Johnson and Johnson & Sons, we do the law for real. By the fact that we get away with it.
The whole thing gives me the willies. I can tell you how many nights of sleep I've lost to worry about it.
Sounds like the board of trustees at Liberty University, honestly, because like, since they're a private institution, they can do literally whatever they want as long as it doesn't break federal laws. But they have broken federal laws and have gotten away with it. And because like half of the people that are either not half of them, but like a good portion of the people on their board of trustees are like related to the actual family who like is the president of the university. It's like, bro, what are you doing? Why? But that's a conversation
Nepotism
for a
who?
different day, because I will go on a 2-hour rant about Liberty University.
Nepotism who?
Did that make them an idiom?
But that would never happen, Gregsy.
Every month when the new Rad's magazine comes out, my hands are trembling as I turn the pages, waiting for the day that I see, and Gregson is dead.
Oh, how awful of you. Here, have some of my tea to settle your nerves.
What'd you put in this Coke?
Some poppy seeds.
It's addictive is what it is. Oh, lovely. Too very much. Really hit the spot, your ladyship.
Teetotal.
Oh, yeah, there's something I was supposed to talk to you about, actually, Mr. Naruhodo, Shodo, Mr. Lo-Do-Do.
Yes, what is it?
Mr. Bo-Bo-Bo. I've got an important message for you. I clean forgot about it until now, because I was too busy thinking about not losing my job.
You have one requirement, don't break the law. Ack. Okay. Only proceeds to break law. The government peek a shock face. Mr. We don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno, no.
I haven't seen the movie. I really have no desire to see the movie, considering like how much the more people talk about something, the less like intrigued I become to talk to do something. We've had this conversation before.
Yeah. I still wanted to sing it.
Also, like, I'm pretty sure Disney supports, like, the don't say gay movement down in Florida, and that's, like, a huge no-no for me.
I honestly couldn't tell you.
I think I heard that. I would have to fact-check myself, but I'm pretty sure I heard that they're in support of it. Or, like, some faction.
I mean, if it is, that would be weird, because whenever I went to one of their amusement parks, there was plenty of LGBT, like,
Disney
flags
donated to that, yeah.
Oh, okay,
they donated to it.
How are you playing both teams, Disney?
Because they have money, and they can play both teams if they really want to, which kind of sucks.
It just confuses me.
Because, yeah, because money. Because they have money. First rule of Bruno is you do not talk about Bruno. First rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club. First rule of Eggy is that you kiss the Eggy.
We don't talk about Bruno. Proceeds to sing an entire song about not talking about Bruno.
Yeah, I don't know. Disney's riding the fence on that one, and rainbow capitalism is garbage. Yeah, they might just be capitalizing on, oh, like, queer people, yay, gay merchandise, but, like, not actually, be okay with it type of thing. Just, like, riding the I don't want to call it a hype train, but, like, the hype of LGBT inclusion, but not actually believing it. Or not necessarily believing it, because, like, everyone should be believing and accepting, but, like, cashing in on it as a trend, in quotes. What about Boruto? I've never seen that. Approaches child calmly holding a bat. An important message. I wonder what it could be. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from.
There's a little, like, oh.
Are you going to tell me what this important message is then, Inspector?
Yeah, it's about the young lady who's normally by your side, your assistant.
Oh no, is she dead?
I killed her in prison.
Dear Susie, is she alright?
It's probably to tell her that, like, they're done with the cross-examination or something. She's at the station, isn't she? Being questioned, I believe.
Nope, not anymore. She had to head off.
To her meeting with Lord Strongheart. Head off? Where?
The Lord Strongheart's office, of course. He's summoned her.
Reminds me of the Disney autism badges they made. Mickey Mouse head with autism written in it. And the text was off-center on all of them in a different way. I've never heard of that before.
I have also never heard of this.
Ugh. No way! The company whose name and existence comes from a racist anti-Semite is anti-LGBTQ+? Shocked mouse, TM. Oh no, who would have thought? Yeah, who would have thought? Ah, yes, of course, I've forgotten about that. But we didn't, Grant, right?
No, we've not.
Well, the whip stocks took her there in the yard carriage after we'd finished questioning her. But she asked us to tell you she didn't have the fare for the return journey to go and meet her there. She got there using Scotland Yard is doing messaging service.
I see. Well, thank you for passing that on, Inspector.
Why did Susie have to go to see the Lord Chief Justice?
She didn't tell me. I better head over to the Lord Chief Justice offices to fetch her straight away. Oh, so she got there, but needs a ride back. Is that what it is? Are we supposed to investigate now, or go get her first?
I mean, we can look if you want, but it's not a requirement.
Okay.
A new location has been added.
Oh, hey, little Susie has like little things for each location. That's
yeah. We're in the clock tower again. Correction, they wrote autism awareness, but it's still off-centered. Man, this bugs me. Like, couldn't you just center it? Darn it. Yeah, for real.
Could you do me a favor and like screen share?
Yeah, I can do that. Okay, try again. Okay.
Let's see here. Alright.
Was it working better now?
The music sounds a lot better.
Good. I'm glad.
And also the quality's slightly better.
Alright, do you wanna... I'll voice Renosuke for now until Lord Strongheart shows up, or until we see what happens.
Alright.
No matter how many times I come here, I always get the same sense of oppressiveness somehow.
Do you think this place is oppressive? I think it's normal.
Oh, you voice him now.
How so?
I mean, look at the suit of armor over there. You can't take that seriously, can you?
Maybe it thinks the same about you?
So everything is clear with regards to tomorrow's arrangements, I trust.
Yes, thank you very much.
There they are, Sasato-san and Lord Strongheart.
I wonder what they're talking about. They both look very serious.
Very good. There is nothing further to discuss. You may return to your lodgings. No doubt you have much to do in preparation for your return to your homeland.
Uh-oh. What now? Return to homeland?
Wait, what did he just say? Your return to your homeland? Sasato-san!
Gasp. Startled. Shocked Pikachu face. Where did the doves come from in the background?
They've always been there.
They're just like fluttering away. Ooh. Also, did you have a waffle today or on International Waffle Day? I did. I didn't. What did I have today? I had a salad. I had a cupcake. I had oatmeal. I had a brownie. I had steak. And I had cake. No waffle. Sorry to disappoint. Oh, Mr. Naruhodo.
What was that all about?
Ah, Mr. Naruto, thank you for coming to collect your colleague.
I had tacos today. 'Twas a good waffle day. I love that for you.
What's this all about? Why were you talking about Mrs. Sato's return to her homeland? And... Oh god, stream. Tomorrow?
Tomorrow? But what about Ginny's trial? You mean... she's been formally charged now? Oh dear.
For dinner, I had, what did I have? Already forgotten. We're doing great.
Mrs. Sato, what's this all about?
Oh, please don't concern yourself, Mr. Naruhodo. It's only me going back to Japan. Your life here can continue just as it has.
That's not what I asked. What happened? Why are you leaving?
It's my father. He's fallen ill. Oh no!
Professor Mikotoba?
Oh, this guy. You don't need to voice this because it's a flashback. I rolled a D100. It says I had item number 11 on the menu.
Item number 11 is a rice ball that's called a taco.
Well, Yolfador had the tacos. Adrian doesn't remember what they had for dinner.
I know, that's what I'm just telling you that's what it was on the menu.
Oh.
Based off his roll.
We received an international telegram from the Empire of Japan informing us of the news.
Wait. There's a Pokemon named frickin' Love Disc? Yes, Yolfador. Why didn't you know this?
It plays sick beats.
No, it's just a literal fish shaped with a heart. It's a fish shaped like a heart. It's very
It makes
cute.
whale noises that sound like sick beats.
Google image the Pokemon. Yeah, do it.
10 days ago, father collapsed with a fever. The cause is
Do it,
apparently
no balls.
unknown.
Huh?
I said, do it, no balls.
And it seems he grows weaker day by day.
I don't believe it.
Probably by the time this letter has arrived, he's probably dead. Or by the time like she gets
maybe?
home.
I will say this, I'm
passed.
surprised that Mr. Mikatoba is her father. That did catch me off guard.
As you are aware, the voyage from here to your country's capital, Tokyo, takes some 50 days. I thought it would be prudent to hasten Mr. Sato's departure as much as possible.
Okay, part of me doesn't believe this. I feel like this is a ruse to get Sasato away from us for this trial.
If it is, then why specifically Sasato?
Because she's our assistant.
So?
Because, like, she's, like, half of our brain. She's the logical, reasoning part of our brain for these trials. Like, she's the one, like, for last trial, she's the one who fought for us to, like, she spoke up in court about certain things that, like, we didn't think about, and, like, Sasato did, and she's the one carrying around her little notebook about everything. So...
I will say one thing, that she is kind of like the most knowledgeable about English law, so I can sort of see the logic behind it. At the same time, it's not like for the majority of it, it's just been us doing most of it.
Well, we've always had her help.
Helping out.
Like she's been helping us, and like she's been the one saying like, well, you can do this. And, like, you still have, like, and, like, we were doubting ourselves, and she's been the one, like, saying, like, no, you can do this, type of thing.
She's like, but what if we had kids?
Because I haven't been into Pokemon since, like, the early 2000s. Oh, Yolfador. There's, like, 900 of them now, sweetie.
Every time I look at Pokemon, I see a new one, Yolfador, so don't worry. Apparently, Weed Cat's a pretty popular one at the moment.
Yeah, it's the new one for the next generation.
The internet has put that one through the factory already.
Also, in other news, I had a good day. Visited a friend who had birthday today, and tomorrow and Sunday I get visitors to watch the F1 and F2 races. It's gonna be a good weekend. Nice! Fun! I'm doing laundry. Ice Cube happy face. Oh, yes. So I personally feel this is a ruse. I don't think this is true. I really don't think this is true. Yes. Sorry.
Alright. Yes. Absolutely.
I will leave London first thing tomorrow morning.
I can't believe this is happening.
So Gina has been charged? She'll have to appear in court?
Yes, she was formally charged a few hours ago, and the date of the trial has already been set up for tomorrow.
No, not even 24 hours later?
Gina, the Lestrade girl in the murder of the...
I'm doing the joke. I'm doing the judge.
The Lestrade girl in the...
I can't do it. I can't do it again.
Baker Street pawnbroker, yes.
I don't mind this voice for Strongheart, though.
The judge
It fits
voice?
him. Or whatever voice you're using, this fits him.
Okay.
An all too transpicious case. The pickpocket was clearly disturbed mid-robbery and shot the man in a panic.
This doesn't sound like Judge specifically. It sounds like it's still like the same raspiness, but it sounds like a little lower.
I'm trying to make it a mixture between the Judge and Von Karma.
Yeah, it's a good mixture. I like it. Doesn't
Thank
laundry
you.
mainly do itself in the machine, or doing it by hand like good old days? Laundry? Laundry. Yeah, I mean, I thought, like, the most taxing part is folding it. I hate folding laundry.
I don't know why that sounds like a southern slang. Doesn't laundry mainly do itself in the machine? That little dookie over there?
No, the yard is overstretched as it is, without wasting time on these open and shut cases.
It's not wasting time. Ginny would never do something like that.
And I could backhand you I could slap you with the back of my hat. Mr. Naruhodo, why is there a child here?
Oh, yes, Lord Strongheart?
In deference of your fine services to date, I shall overlook this young girl's insolence. I do have a cane, but I have no recollection of admitting a child into my office. Leave now.
Yeah, you were right. He was like, what the fuck is a child doing in my office? Is your land dry? Oh my god.
Of course, Mr. Lord Strongheart.
I mean, it's better than it being wet.
Criminals will tell the most palpable lies in order to evade justice.
Well, I wouldn't want my land to be wet.
Beat you to it, Adrian.
The police can ill afford the time it takes to unravel all their untruths. Meanwhile, more crimes are perpetrated. You are guilty until proven innocent. We have the more serious matters with which to contend.
Water-cooled land when?
Serious matters? Didn't Gregson mention something like that yesterday?
Yes, Inspector Gregson made a similar remark yesterday.
Someone gonna rob the Bank of England?
It's no concern of yours, though I'm sure I need not remind you of that. "3 minutes precisely until my next meeting. You must excuse me."
There's just one more thing, Lord Strongheart.
Which is?
It's Miss Lestrade's trial. I wonder if you might permit me to defend her.
A timely suggestion.
Sorry?
The girl currently has no representation.
Yeah, I thought we knew this.
We did because we went to visit her. The game doesn't... You can get to this part without talking to her.
Oh. Got it. Okay. When we get speed of light land cables at home, aka the same type of cables we have under the ocean across the world already, they're already water cooled. Ah. Ocean cooled.
But that's not fair. Yes, she may be a pickpocket, but she still deserves a fair trial.
Do not misunderstand me, young lady. The government provides for those too poor to afford representation with a public defender. The accused need only sign the relevant paperwork, and a defense barrister will be assigned to the case. However, the young girl in question has refused that right.
Why would she do that?
A question you would do very well to direct at Miss Lestrade. You'll find her at the local prison.
Yes, thank you.
Now then, it's time I was leaving. Good day to you.
What a day.
Water cooled land party, aka a pool party with electronics. You looking to start a cult there, Adrian?
Come on, guys! I'm gonna throw this toaster into a pool.
Who says I haven't?
Gina charged with murder, Sasato-san about to leave, finding out that I actually that
I actually am the father.
Well, I was gonna say that what's her name, the little girl again?
Iris.
Iris's dad is dead. Herlock is in surgery.
God, what a bad day.
Not a good day.
Come,
Who
Mr.
even likes
Naruto.
Kool-Aid?
Iris, we must make haste. But, Susie, you're leaving for Japan tomorrow morning, aren't you? Don't you have packing and things to do?
Never offer me Kool-Aid. I don't have the Kool-Aid man emote anymore.
As
Who
Mr.
even likes Kool-Aid?
Huh?
I said, who even likes Kool-Aid?
Not me.
Not me.
As Mr. Naruto's
Judo assistant.
Judo.
Sasato, take it out!
Yeah.
My personal circumstances are of no consequence. My sole purpose remains to help you in whatever way I can.
Oh, you want to help him? Thank you, Mrs. Sato.
I'll take some Kool-Aid. I like the memes.
That's a very pensive look.
I think we ought to visit Gina first. In any case, I should like to wish her well before I leave. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Let's go!
Is there any shipping conversation in this game with these two? I sure hope so. If I'm honest, this was completely throwing me off. I'll just have to do what I can as a lawyer.
Never tried Kool-Aid. Me neither. Or I may have when I was younger, but... Ah!
Hello again, Gina.
Why do you do this every time?
You know, by the time you finish reloading that, we could tackle you, right?
Exactly, yeah. Or like run and get the fuck away from there. What are you lot here for now?
Got the muzzle of that grenade launcher shoved in our faces yet again, obviously.
I think we need to improve the way you load ammunition to that thing, don't I?
Where do you get the ammo?
Look, you can come as many times as you like, but I ain't got nothing more to say to you.
That's what she said? Guess great, you can just come as many times as you want, my friend. Like...
Oh my god, it took me a second, but yes. Jesus. Could be like 3 times, 5, like, no, we could just start again tomorrow.
At the trial, why not? Rat gang, best gang. Hell yeah. So. Hacker rat gang. Hell yeah. With a touch of eggy in the mix.
There is no egg, there is only rat.
There is only eggy.
There's only rack.
Raccoon.
Gina, I wonder if you might hear me out. There's something I'd like to say.
What?
I'm sorry to say that I must reluctantly bid you farewell.
Hey, look at all the rave eggy emotes. The pita bread I was going to eat with dinner was moldy, so I had to throw it out. Oh no, that's so sad. Yeah, isn't that the worst? Like, wanting to use food that you know you have and then realizing, like, it's either moldy or expired or something, and then you just, like, sad violin your way to sadness. That's a pita-e. Yolfador, why did I make you a mod? It was only from Tuesday, and it got moldy? What? Was it, like, fresh? What are you gonna say, Grant?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Mods are just the trolls you trust, in my opinion.
Hey, farewell.
Oh, I was gonna make a joke is that he paid to be mod.
I don't know. It was from a Lebanese place. Oh, that's so sad though. I'm sorry, bud. I don't know why I called you Bud.
Buddy.
I don't know why. Because I usually say, like, I'm sorry, friend, but then, like, Bud just came out, and I don't know why. I don't know, Great. You having second thoughts? Only a little bit. Only, like, 2% of my brain's having second thoughts. Bud's fine. Are you sure Bud's fine? Is Bud okay? Is Bud dead in a ditch somewhere? Who knows?
Fine, old friend, old pal of mine.
Oh, Lebanese is really good, though, when it's fresh. I don't think I've ever had Lebanese cuisine.
When top contributor gets mod, but friend that voice X doesn't.
Tomorrow.
I don't want that responsibility. I'm good.
Is Pepsi okay?
Is Pepsi okay?
It's pretty good a couple days later too when it doesn't go moldy.
Hey, that's me.
What? Are you mold too?
I'm apparently mold on your PC, I'm a black void, and I'm also an AI.
No, you're moss, not mold.
Oh yeah, there's a difference. My bad.
God, Grant. My God. There's no rule against dogs playing basketball. What the fuck are you talking about, Adrian? Where did that come from?
Adrian, do you have like a weird like fact encyclopedia that you have or somewhere or something that you're just looking at?
That doesn't even sound like something about rules or facts or something. That sounds like Airbud reference. Oh.
Right. Because
a movie I've never seen.
They basically, you know, it's kind of weird how they abuse puppies in order to make those kind of movies, but yeah.
I never knew that.
They just, well, it's more just the fact that they basically, like, breed them just for these kind of shows, and then whenever they get too old, they just, like, give them over to shelters and things like that, and then they go buy more just for that.
Yeah.
They don't buy them for the most reputable of people.
Got it.
They want to get them as cheap as possible.
Adrian is a weird / fun fact encyclopedia.
Oh, guess what? I met a coworker of mine that believes the government controls the weather.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's real good.
She literally pointed me towards and I tried to ask, like, well, how do they do that? And she's like, tried pointing me to a conspiracy video that tries to explain it. And I was like, okay, does that mean you also believe in flat Earth? She's like, oh, don't get me started on that. My like brother's cousin believes that. And I'm like, well, how is he invalid, but you aren't?
Oh my God. The AI, the moss, the mold, the void, the black hole, the voice, the legend, the Grant. I suppose.
I appreciate you.
Tomorrow, I must begin my journey back home to Japan. I fear we may never meet again. Oh, right. I've had the pleasure of meeting so many lovely people here in London. I've had so many wonderful memories.
Oh, are you gonna make this very sappy so she feels bad? So we take her, so like she says like, okay, fine, I'll let you fucking defend me in court only because of Sasato.
And yet, as things stand now, it will be a glum parting indeed. Poor Iris is so miserable.
She just looks dead in the face. Like, she doesn't look miserable. She just looks like she's just a blank stare, but okay. Wait, if Grant is the Void and Yolfador gets summoned from the Void, I'll neither confirm nor deny.
Yolfador, you can tell them if you wish.
Susie? Well, that ain't my business. Both Iris and Mr. Naruhodo believe you to be innocent, Gina. They've put their faith in you.
She's such a tsundere.
I know.
But somehow you can't find it in your heart to put your faith in them. Yeah, that's right, I can't. What of it? It grieves me greatly to have to say goodbye to my friends when they are so clearly unhappy. Because of you.
You bitch.
You fucking
You fucking bitch. Be grateful these bars are here so I don't do a Susato takedown on you too for being a bitch.
If only there wasn't somebody here that was making people unhappy.
Aggressively looks. The lore thickens. Okay, it's true. I'm Grant's housemaid.
No, I don't make him wear the outfit. Yes, he still does.
Oh my god. Raging bisexual energy here, and I'm loving for it.
What? It's my fault? Yes, I have one final request.
Sasato has no chill.
As I said, you bitch.
I have one final request, Gina, before our paths never cross again. Right here and now. I want you to show both of them that you don't deserve the faith they've invested in you. A. Only by doing that will you truly be as alone as you claim to be. What are you talking about? What do you expect me to do, eh? You told us that everyone lies. So prove it, by admitting one of your own untruths. What about what you said before, Ginny? You said something about unforgivable lies. You must tell Mr. Naruhodo and Iris the truth now. That is my last request before I leave. My last request as a judicial assistant. No, I can't. Whatever. Oh.
Whatever these lies are, they're obviously weighing very heavily on Gina's mind.
Yeah, let me just voice the one character that you voiced between these three women
like,
and one man.
Great, be like, let me voice all 4 characters. Grant, I got you.
Got you. Oh my god. Ow.
It's alright.
Given the vibes, I feel like queer word of oh my god. Alright, cool. Alright, fine. I guess we're doing this now, huh? Alright. Queer word of the day, everybody. Woo! Party up in here. Need to get my shit for queer word of the day. Alright. Queer word of the day, welcome. If you do not know what queer word of the day is, you're about to find out. We take my wonderful, wonderful book here about queer and gay terminology and words that have been appropriated and misused, blah, blah, blah. Yes, thank you for the, rat jams over my wonderful face. I flip to a random page and I do a big ol' thwap on a word. In this case, the word takes up the entire fucking page. Oh, we get a stretch and a water redeem. Cool. We're going to do that after we read the word of the day, because this one is a very important word of the day, and you're about to find out why that is. The word is consent.
Yes?
Yes. A word that gets talked about a lot because people just don't understand what consent means. Sometimes. It's a noun. The end. That's it.
Okay then.
Permission to do something or an agreement to act. Sexual consent should be affirmed before and during a sexual activity. It is a particularly important form of setting boundaries practiced in BDSM, leather, kink, and fetish play. Related, consensual, which is the objective form. See also BDSM and negotiation. I should also note that consent should go beyond the realm of sexy time in the bedroom. Consent should be wherever you are in life, whatever you're doing in life, and not just within the bedroom. Use a sentence. Huh?
I was gonna say, remember everyone, to always have a safe word, and make sure it's not something like "please harder daddy," because that will just make it confusing.
Amen. Exactly. Used in a sentence. Negotiation, consent, and contracts are all a must. Playing safe is the true beauty of sexual liberation. I want to know what the contracts part means personally. And not the 50 Shades of Grey version, please. Want more info? Think no means no, yes means yes. Communication is necessary. And I don't know does not mean yes. Maybe does not mean yes. Enthusiastic consent, I see. Ash is like screaming through the computer. Oh my god, yeah. Usage note. This term is commonly used in the BDSM, leather, and kink community. For all BDSM related terms, the power exchange is a part of sadomasochistic play and should be consensual between all partners involved. Enthusiastic consent means yes. I have feelings about this topic. I figured you would. Not for any bad reason, but yeah, it's a very it's not like a difficult topic to talk about, but it's like a topic that needs to keep being discussed because like things are still things and they shouldn't be happening because like, oh well, like you said this and that was a yes. It's like, no, it doesn't mean yes.
All I can think of is the that no means no, yes means yes is coming from. You probably already know about the college frat that had issues with that.
Oh, you're going to be more specific?
About the no means yes and yes means anal. That was their mantra.
Oh, yeah. I think I've heard about
And
that.
quite a few of the frat members actually got arrested in charges
Good.
of this.
Good.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's very serious.
Yeah, consent is key, and I will holler about it forever. Exactly. People want tea, you make them tea, and if they fall asleep, they no longer want the tea, so do not force feed them the tea. That is such a good video, and we're also going to do our stretch and water redeem while we are here in tea time land, because this is tea time right now, technically speaking, and Grant does not. Grant is just the black voids on the side of my screen. That is Grant. We're going to do some stretchies.
Also, it's not just guys that can do things like that. I would like to point that out.
Anyone from any gender.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because
also
I've been
water.
pressured into a situation like that with one of my exes, and it was not fun. It was not a fun situation to be in.
Yeah. If you want to know about contracts, I can explain. Also, if anyone has questions about BDSM, I'm more than willing to answer them in the Discord. Yes. If you have questions about BDSM stuff, put it in the gay and queer chat. Not necessarily you have to be gay and queer to do BDSM stuff. I think that would be the more appropriate channel instead of just general chat. Yeah, right, or some Ivy League. Yeah, if people don't want tea, you don't make tea. If they want tea and they fall asleep while you make the tea, don't force it. If they're still awake and still want the tea, then you can enjoy some tea. That surprised me zero to hear about a college frat. Yeah, it's usually the frats. Not all the time, but usually. In my legal class I took last semester, we listened and talked, or not listened, but we talked about some cases regarding not necessarily about consent, but about like assault and whatnot, and just how bad the due process system was in certain universities. And just that might have to be a topic for another day because I know it can be triggering to some. Uh, Absolutely disgusting behavior. Absolutely agree to that statement. My internet didn't want me to know about the queer word of the day specifically. Yolfador, your internet just didn't want you to know about consent, and you did not consent to that, apparently. Which means you should sue your internet. Black void on screen checks out. If you don't want cookies on your PC, they can't force tracking cookies on you if you live in Europe.
Specifically Europe.
Specifically Europe.
But hey, at least you're not in Russia.
Alright, well thank you for the word redeem, and thank you for the stretch and water redeem. We are going to go back to some gameplay here. We can definitely have a further conversation about consent and all of that good stuff.
There was a question about that I wanted to ask, but I don't think this is the right place to ask it.
Go for it.
I'll just talk to you about it later.
Okay. Alright, that's fine. Alright, water.
I've already said this line.
Okay. I was reading it again because I was pretty sure you did, but I just wanted to make sure.
Gina, I could be wrong, but is it something to do with what happened 2 months ago? Something about that trial?
You don't need to voice any of these, because...
I'm so sad that I'm already dead. I can no longer do my Irish accent.
Ah.
The case of that mysterious murder that took place inside the omnibus. You were called as a witness by the prosecution. Is that what this is all about?
Yeah, you're right. Because in that trial, I keep fucking up her voice now.
Alright.
I either get Iris's voice wrong or Lestrade's voice wrong. I can't do both of them at the same time. It just doesn't happen.
Now you see how it's sometimes hard to transition between characters.
Yeah. Now I want to make myself some tea. BRB. Ooh, I also want tea. Like legit tea, just to be clear. I figured. I mean, I could spill some tea.
And here I thought that you were going to go get the evidence of non-consent.
Thanks for the lurk, Adrian. Bring back some food, please, and thank you. Goodbye. I lied. I lied like you wouldn't believe. I mean, I wouldn't judge you for innuendo tea either. Well, I meant like tea as in like gossip tea, not innuendo tea. I'm not very good at innuendos.
Will you tell us about it now?
Better fucking tell us about it now. Like you said, it all happened 2 months ago. The coppers got hold of me and shoved me in the witness stand.
And based on your testimony, Mr. McGilded was declared innocent.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I lied about a whole bunch of stuff.
I knew it.
Didn't you call this? Didn't you say, was this both of us? Me or
I think
just
it was
you?
both of us.
Okay, yeah.
I think the only way that we could have... I think that this trial where I don't know if he committed the murder, but I knew that she was lying about something on the stand.
Yeah, I don't think during the trial... I don't recall if during the trial I was like, yeah, I don't believe her. But, like, I definitely knew something wasn't adding up. But I wasn't sure if it was her or something else.
Well, it didn't help that somehow during the whole schism with the smoke, the evidence in the omnibus fucking disappeared.
Yeah, because it caught on fire.
But then we have the added question on then who murdered Mr. McGilded.
Yeah, well, he was in the omnibus when it caught on fire, so it's who set it on fire.
Was it the prosecution? Was it Gina? Was it an accident?
A very coincidental accident.
It would be very coincidental, though not impossible.
Though not impossible. What sort of thing did you lie about? I was hiding under the seat that night. That was the truth. Cutscene? It was pitch black in that cubby hole. Couldn't see a thing. And then... I heard that loud thud, like someone falling on the floor.
And that's when Mr. McGilded discovered you.
Yeah. He pulled me out from under the seat and sat next to me and the dead man. There weren't much light to see by, but when I looked at me in my hands, I had the cove's blood all over him. I was so scared. Couldn't even speak.
You had his blood on your hands? In other words? It was Gina that the witnesses on the roof deck saw through the skylight.
Ah. Then Mr. McGillis started asking you questions, I suppose. Who you were, and why you were hiding under the seat. Yeah, he did. Only, that's not all.
What do you mean?
I mean, he threatened me.
Threatened you how?
He made me swear about what I seen and what I heard. And about what he was gonna do after the cuff was found dead. He made me swear I wouldn't tell anyone about it, any of it. If I did that, he said he'd let me scarp it before the coppers showed up. So McGilded killed the shoe guy.
I guess.
Not as satisfying as I would hope, but it makes sense. It does make sense.
But why though?
Hey, thanks for the unlurk. What type of tea did you make, Adrian? Out of curiosity. And what do you put in your tea? Also out of curiosity. If you put anything at all. I've got some spicy Indian chai tea. Ooh, it sounds very good. Are you saying but why he killed the shoe guy?
Why? Yeah, is what I asked.
Huh. Interesting. I also want tea
Because
now.
from what I understand, he took his money to do the project, but he hadn't done the project or something. No, wait, no, he was giving him. He owed him money because he gives out money as like loans, and then he wants them back later.
Yeah.
But if he killed him, then that wouldn't do much for him because that means he definitely wouldn't get his money at all.
Yeah, unless if there's something like it's a scam or something, and the
Maybe he was trying to
shoe
blackmail
guy
him?
like figured it out or something. Like, yo, you're just scamming people out of money.
Maybe he like had blackmail on him or something.
Maybe.
But if that's the case, then what kind of blackmail would he have had on him?
I normally don't put stuff in
I
my tea, but
wonder.
sometimes I put honey in, and if I feel extra British, a spot of milk. The spice must flow.
The spice must flow.
Yes, but killing one of the people that owes you money might scare the other people into paying you back? Question mark? But like that's the thing, McGilded wasn't found guilty because Lestrade lied.
Even if you killed the people to try to scare people to pay you back, I don't think that would really help because they would have paid you back anyways.
Yeah, because they like, especially since she lied about it and was found innocent. Like, I don't know.
If you have the kind of power that he has, then you can definitely take people to court about this kind of stuff. And regardless of all this, because the
Keep
amounts
talking.
that
I'm gonna stay on, but I'm gonna make tea.
Okay.
So just keep talking. My mic should not cut out. Just so keep talking. Grant.
I don't know how much
yeah,
he was. I'm trying to think. I don't know how much he was loaning out to people, but I'm guessing it wasn't of any like hugely substantial amounts. This guy was fucking rich.
Yeah.
You all do not think like criminals, and I'm concerned that I slip into it with relative ease.
Read that comment one more time.
Understand. You all do not think like criminals, and I'm concerned that I slip into it with relative ease. I understand the logic of what you're saying, and I think I get a little bit of the criminal mind. The issue is that criminals also think logically, at least the successful ones do. And considering this guy was able to plan so thoroughly to the point where he had someone hear the murder, and if he did kill him, was able to convince her not to do anything about it and even help him in getting away with it.
Well, I don't think he was expecting her to be there.
Yeah, I know, but he was able to get away with it even despite this hiccup.
Mm-hmm.
That leads me to believe that this is a very smart guy, so he would think logically about what to do.
Oh, dang, do I have sugar? No, that's flour.
Last time U.S. hosted a big Tea Party, tax law changed. Yeah, the tax law changed to no tax, which is why the government wasn't doing so hot for a while.
Thank God I still have packets of sugar in here.
Do not pour flour into tea.
I wasn't going to pour flour into my tea.
That's what KD said. Do not pour flour into tea.
Ash, yeah. I promise you I'm not putting flour into tea. I was just trying to see, because I have confectioner sugar, but that's, like, I don't want confectioner sugar to go in my tea. I don't think that would dissolve well anyway. But I do have... Hello? Are you gonna... filter?
Sorry, I was...
No, not you. I'm talking to my Keurig.
I want to tell you about the art I commissioned, but I don't know if Diana is still listening or not. Because it's a surprise for her.
I think she was still in chat.
She was, but I don't know. She said she might fall asleep.
Yeah, well, you can tell me after.
Yeah, I'll tell you after.
But yeah, so what are your thoughts? What do you think the sequence of events is? And I think that
I think McGilded had to kill him for somebody else.
You think that?
I think that somebody was... I think it's kind of like a bit of a complex situation where somebody had dirt on McGilded, and they wanted the guy dead, and so he, being a smart man, thought he could get away with it. He almost did get away with it, and then whoever was in charge and got him to do that then had him murdered to try to cover up the last of the evidence so that they could get away with their murder.
Oh, and maybe they then realized that Lestrade was a loose end.
Yeah, I think they realized that Lestrade was a witness to everything and thus was a loose end. I also think that whatever this like jacket thing is with this like piece of evidence or whatever is somehow related to that. Maybe that's like a backup McGill had it in case they whoever tried to get rid of him did, so that he could have, because it could have been an accident, it could have been on purpose, but whatever it is, if I was McGilded, I would always have a backup plan.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they just kill her though? Street urchins aren't exactly going to make the news if they disappear. True. That is very true. I think it's
because he didn't realize that she was a loose end.
Yeah, maybe they didn't realize. Because, like, there was some reason that Gina... And there was also... Maybe Eggy Benedict is going to come back into play. Maybe he was the guy.
That also could be the reason why they're doing this to begin with. Maybe it's because of the whole situation in the pawnbrokery with the jacket and whatnot that they finally said that she just needed to get rid of.
Yeah, because she knew something. Because, like, that... Because, like, meanwhile, while all this is still happening, we still have to figure out what was, on that disc. On that music box disc that was for McGilded. So...
It also could be that she's just street smart, so it's not like it's going to be exactly easy to get rid of a street urchin if they're smart about it and they're young enough like her.
I'm gonna mute myself to go to the bathroom. You can keep talking.
It's kind of like...
Still waiting on my tea.
I don't know if you guys remember the DLC from Pink Stripe, but where the serial murderer just kept... He accidentally killed somebody, so he just kept killing the witnesses to his murder. Because if they just kept doing that, then eventually they're going to get caught. So my guess is that's the reason why they didn't go out of their way to kill her. Grant, take over stream. I can't do that even if I wanted to, which I don't. Yes, the Joe Dart case. I just finished that with my friends, and there's a lot of dumb things about it. But yeah, that's... To me, the idea of, like, having a secret society just keep killing people is a ridiculous, because it's not like... People would notice. I don't understand why people think people wouldn't notice.
How long are you supposed to let teabags steep?
I don't know.
Well, chat can answer.
Chat, do you have an answer? Grant is the captain now, says Yelfador.
Oh god. Yelfador, stop.
Look at me. I am the captain now. As he says, pointing an AK-47. Depends on the tea, said Katie. Depends on what type of tea and temperature, and Combat Butler says at least 5 seconds. The off door says 5 minutes usually.
Yeah, I'll let this steep a little longer. Because I'm blending 2 teas together. One was a K-cup, the other is a bag of tea.
Bag of tea. Did you know, ever heard of the... I think I brought this up in stream already, so I won't do it again, actually.
Say it again, I'm still waiting. I have to finish my tea.
I was going to say, if you think about it, one of the reasons why the British really wanted opium in China in the Opium War to begin with was because they wanted to... because they really liked tea. Because a lot of the tea came from China at that point, which got Britain into a deficit. And so they wanted to try to get rid of the deficit by selling things to China, but the China only really wanted things like silver, which was very rare. So they realized, oh, they also, in the black market, really like opium. So they just started selling opium to them. And then China was like, we don't want opium. It's illegal. And they're like, and Britain was like, well, what if it wasn't though?
What if it's like not illegal? How about that?
The author, yep, they were buying so much tea, they spent almost all their silver on tea. Yep, that was, yep. The Opium War was a thing. Twice! There was an Opium War and an Opium War electric boogaloo.
I'm gonna put some honey. I haven't had tea in a while. My food hyperfixations are very, like, picky. Like, my current food hyperfixation is, oatmeal.
And then the British realized India was good for growing tea. Yeah, that was after they tried to cash crop it at first. I think they tried growing things like tobacco, but they realized it was poor for that. And they realized opium is really good for growing. But yeah, eventually they realized tea was good for growing there, so they just grew it there. And I found out apparently India is still part of the British Commonwealth, which I'm like, how? I was talking to Will, an Australian friend of mine. He was telling me about how they were about holding a referendum to become a republic, but people were saying, oh, they don't want to leave the Commonwealth. But apparently, you don't need to stay as a protectorate in order to be like in the Commonwealth. So,
all right, I'm ready to continue. I have my tea now.
Awesome. Commonwealth is big. Giggity. Gina, you must tell me what he swore to you to secrecy about.
I mean, he's dead, so it doesn't matter anymore.
What you saw, what you heard, everything.
What you saw, what you heard. The last one should have been everything.
You said McGilden made you swear not to tell anybody what you saw. But you were in the pitch black compartment under the seat the whole time, weren't you?
Oh, that hit the back of my throat unexpectedly. That's what she said.
I was just thinking it.
Yes, with Mr. McGilda sitting above your head, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's true, but it was when I heard the thud of the cove hitting the floor. I let out a scream, see? Couldn't help it. McGilda heard that and dragged me out by the arm, and that's when I saw it. It was on the floor next to the old geyser where I'd been stabbed. A disc, all bright and shiny. Ah, that's where the disc comes into play.
And I sold it because I fuck you.
Commonwealth probably not gonna change before Queen Elizabeth II unalives, aka never gonna change. At one point, a British company, the South Seas Company, which is basically a stock market scam company, no joke, valued at 25% of the British GDP at that time. Oh, I think I remember learning about that company.
The South Seas bubble. Oh god, that was a bad situation.
I like and hate how, like, every time we do something with Ace Attorney, we get a history lesson out of it, and I'm like, y'all, I'm not history. I don't do the history thing.
It's because it's British and it's like in oldie times, so there's a lot of like references to situations like this.
A disc?
Do you mean?
Yeah, that's it. The one what the D took me out of the Winterbanks.
So the music disc was there on the floor of the omnibus.
Not for long. McGilda spotted it straight away. He picked it up smartish and stuffed it inside his pocket.
So that disc was in the omnibus 2 months ago at the scene of the Mr. Mason's murder.
And the bog trotter told me. I want to mutter a word of it to no one.
I like how South Seas Company tried to hide it by selling bonds and stuff. I mean, I wouldn't know. I know nothing. Queen Lizzie just could evolve into Queen Elizabeth III at some point. Oh goodness.
You want me to give you just like the basics of what the South Sea thing is?
Not at this time, because like we did take a diversion for me to make tea, so I would like to catch up a little bit.
Fair enough.
Because it was so dark under that seat in the cab. I was straining my ears the whole time.
I think I made her Caribbean. I really think I made her Caribbean. When I didn't mean it. I don't mean it.
After a while,
thing.
No! I heard the door and footsteps inside the cabin.
God, I...
No, Caribbean friend.
stop.
Come on, drive some
Stop.
of this marijuana.
Stop, it's not funny.
Welcome to the History
Why?
Channel, this time with actual history. I know it's been a while.
Presumably, that was Mr. McGildy getting on board.
Nah, not only him.
Oh?
Because I could definitely make out the footsteps of two people.
Eggy Benedict? Was Eggert with him?
Egbert.
Egbert.
Come back, Egbert. Egbert.
In that case, it would seem likely that it was Mr. McGilded and the victim.
Mr. Thrice Fired Mason.
In his testimony during the trial, Mr. McGilded claimed he slept during the carriage ride.
You don't need to revoice this. I just can't fast forward. The game won't let me.
And your own testimony, Gina, supported this. Yeah, that wasn't exactly true. Neither of them were asleep. I could hear them talking the whole time in low voices.
What?
Aliens. Closest emote I got to the meme.
What were you talking about? What were they talking about?
Sorry, I don't know. The sound of the horses and the wheels were too loud.
Those were some fucking loud wheels and horses.
Yeah.
That still tells us something. Mr. McGilded and the victim knew each other.
I mean, didn't we figure that out because he was in the book?
Yeah, but like
So
knew each other more to just besides carrying a simple conversation of, "Hey, where's my money?" That type of thing.
Need to let dog out before she does stuff.
That's okay. I have for tea, I have green tea mixed with, I believe it's a lemon tea. I don't know if it's lemon with something else. And I have sugar and honey.
So McGildy was lying, as I suspected.
Yeah, I became sus of McGilded like when he was like saying his spiel at the very end of the trial, like, "Ha ha, you found me innocent. Ha ha,
You found me out. You found me pot of gold. But you'll never find it at the end of the rainbow.
Well, I'm queer. I should be able to find it, right?
But you see, the issue is I'm actually fucking poor.
I knew it wasn't going to take long before someone raised the alarm that the blocked had been killed. Yes, you are quite right. The other passengers on the roof deck noticed very quickly. So when the cab came to a stop, Mr. McGilded told me to hide back under the seat again. I climbed in and waited. Two coves from up top ran off to get the coppers.
Yes, Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First.
So Speedy Egbert stream when? What? What are you referring to?
I made a joke about Egbert, and so I posted an image in gaming.
Oh, okay.
Right, and after they'd gone, McGilded asked the driver to do him a favor.
A favor?
You can
me
read
do what?
this, because I
Awesome.
think this is new.
I want to do McGilded.
Now then, fella. What I need you to do is take this coat of mine and deposit it with a nearby pawnbroker. And for your troubles, let's see now. I'll give you 10 guineas. A nearby pawnbroker? You mean on Baker Street?
Yup, you got it. It was Windibank's. Of course, he snapped up the money and ran off to pop this coat as fast as he could. So then there was no one left in the carriage. McGilda opened up the box under the seat and left me to get out of there, but not without conditions.
Eggy Benedict when? We don't know.
I see.
What were Mr. McGilda's conditions then? For letting you go free, I mean.
Not telling a soul, not for anything, about what I saw and what I've heard. And there was something else as well.
There's more?
But wait, there's
But wait.
more? Got
But wait.
flashbacks to when I made a simple overview over Victorian English currency system. It be long. Oh no.
I forget what the guy's name is. It's not Phil Swift.
But wait, there's more! Which, if you order
Billy
today,
Mays.
Billy Mays here, back at it again with a heart attack.
Yeah, this is the most important thing, he said.
Oh, art change.
I'm after sending the coachman and a little errand for me with some small change in his hand. Now then, did you hear what I asked of him? Did you see anything at all? At all?
You asked him
Yes,
to give
I'm-
Pop your weasel,
sorry.
right?
Aye, the fiend's taken me overcoat to deposit with a pawnbroker's whereabouts. And I want you, lass, to take the redemption ticket for it. Do you understand?
What? You want me to have the ticket?
That's right, and I'll come fetch it from ye later, sometime within the next 2 months. You're to hang on to it until then, is that clear? And whatever you do, don't lose it.
Oh, so that's how she had it.
Alright then.
Oh. And in case I might happen to be delayed at all, you're to go to the pawn shop, Windibank, so it is, and you're to extend the loan afore the 2 months is up. If you forget, the article will be forfeited and any old fiend can come along and buy it.
Eh? But I ain't got kind of brass.
Here's £5, and that should be enough. Do we understand each other, lass? Don't try anything funny now. If you go against me...
Yeah, I get it.
Good, and then one more thing. In a few days from now, you'll be visited by the police, I've no doubt.
The coppers?
Aye, they'll come asking you to take the stand in court and testify as a witness. So let's just have a wee chat about that, shall we? What is that ye might say, and what is it that ye won't? Fucking talk, bitch.
After he'd gone over it all, I piked it. Got as far away from there as I could. He hid in the pawnbroker's ticket in some bushes near the scene, and went to fetch it the next day once it got dark.
So McGilda planned it and coerced Gina into giving false testimony.
I bet you're ready to string me up, eh? I lied in that big old courtroom. I took some cokers. The thing is, he said he would make it so we couldn't live in the East End no more. That would threaten me with.
I now forget how to voice her. Oh god.
Yagami.
I'm Monami.
Well, no, I didn't do the Monami voice for her this time.
What a wicked man! He knew everything what went on back in the slums. He knew we had no one to look after us. And we was all just looking out for each other, getting by together. So you mean Mr. McGilda would have... In an offbeat, he could have had our losses chased out of there if he wanted. And then we could have gone, eh? Nowhere, that's where. So, they didn't have no choice.
Thank you. Gina, for telling us everything.
With all the brick going on, I'm surprised there's no soup. I want soup.
I got soup!
Why are you buying clothes at the soup store?
Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Fuck you!
But I'm in for it now, eh? Go on, admit it. You must be livid.
Well, you can make amends by doing me a simple favor.
Onion
Here's
soup
a
and
rope.
bread?
A favor? What?
Here's a rope. There's a bed over there. You can kick. Sign the representation papers for tomorrow's trial.
Eh?
If you don't actually want me to represent you in court, you can rip it up later. But we need that paper or we can't investigate. The police won't let us.
Investigate what?
The scene of the incident last night. Mr. Sholmes was shot, you see.
You what? Hurley's having an operation right now, Kenny. Is it bad? Is he gonna be alright? Sholmes is to be alright, right?
That's why I want to investigate, for Mr. Sholmes' sake as much as anything.
Right. So what you're saying is if I sign this bit of paper, everyone's happy, is that it?
Something like that. Mrs. Sato?
Yes, of course. I have the representation papers here.
Reception papers are good too.
Yes, reception papers.
Come on, Gina.
I don't need no one to stick up for me though. No lawyers and nothing.
Excuse me.
Oh, stand side by side with a lawyer? Side with a friend.
Poor Ginny. She seems so lonely.
Yay, she signed them. Yay.
Well, at least this should mean we can investigate the scene at Windy Banks now.
Now I want southern fried cabbage with bacon. Guess I need to go to the store tomorrow and make it a reality. Ooh, that sounds pretty good.
I don't like that, actually.
Really?
It's fried cabbage with bacon? What?
Yes, and perhaps we can come back to visit Ginny when we're all done there.
Yeah, sure, kid. I feel like we've finally cracked Gina. She's opened up to us, at least.
Hey, lawyer lass, I could do that.
And now I have her representation papers. No one else knows just what responsibility that is. Anyway, for now it means Inspector Gregson can't stop us investigating at Windy Banks. Although something tells me he's not going to be happy about it.
So now we're going into part 4.
Takedown. Yes.
And part 4 is probably going to be the longest.
I will have to look. You have to examine some things, have to present some things. It's not as long as the first part.
Okay.
With Mr. Sholmes and his deduction. Here we are again at the scene of the crime with no Bobby's. Oh God, Gregson! Now to thrust these representation papers in Gregson's face and see what he makes of them.
I just read now to thrust, and I was like, okay.
Now to
Now to thrust.
Now to thrust. Gregson, bend over. Hello again, Inspector. Do you have a minute, please?
What is this now? You should go home and get some rest.
Here you are, Gregsy. Here are the representation papers.
Right. I don't believe... Your ladyship!
Good job, Renasuke, for making Iris give the papers. Thrust? Gregson?
How? I don't believe it. How the devil did you get that stubborn little ragamuffin to say that?
I might.
I would not want to do this guy that's a thumb in any point in time.
I salute you. That is good work, that is.
I can see you've
And
been
that's
very
from a
busy
law
here
from
as
a guy
well.
that's racist.
What?
We joked about him being racist to Naruto.
Yeah, I was talking at the same time, so I didn't hear it.
Oh, I was saying that's coming a lot. He said I salute you, and I said that's a lot coming from a guy that's racist.
Yeah.
How about some tea? It's a special blend designed to relieve fatigue.
This guy really
Jesus,
fucking
dude.
likes tea. With the pinky. One out, pinky out.
Lovely. Well, let's see now. Yes, I hardly feel tired at all. I'm fit as a fiddle, your ladyship.
Just something about that stash for me.
Would it be alright if we investigated the scene of the crime then?
Do as you please.
Do you know where it happened?
Through the door behind the counter.
Yes, the storeroom. That's where I discovered Mr. Windybank and Gina.
Right, well, I'll be getting back to business then.
Will you be investigating in the storeroom as well, Inspector?
If I'm perfectly honest, we need to wrap this up before long. Can't afford to spend much time on it. But there are so many articles to go through, it's taking forever, even with the lads working around the clock. Unlike myself, who's sitting here eating chips. Which is a problem, because there's another case the yard needs to investigate urgently.
That must be what Lord Strongheart meant by far more serious matters before.
So what I'm saying is, don't get under my feet, sunshine.
Okay, bye.
Come then, let us not waste any time.
I'm gonna miss you, Sasato.
Let's go, Pokey.
Oh
Pikachu.
god. The Bobbies are still here. Got
Bobbies
this
be
one.
like, I can't read.
Got this one.
The one with the coat over there that looks awesome. The guy over there that's like, I can't read.
Wait, are we gonna get a redo of that copper and his wife? Oh my god, I fucking wish.
I don't believe so. Let me take a look here. Nope, they're not in this one. The cat also apparently counts as a character in this story, by the way.
I love that. Salt, pepper, Worcestershire sauce, cabbage, garlic, onion, and bacon. Simple and delicious. What's not to like? This message is delayed by 5 years or so.
Behind that door is a storeroom, isn't it? That's what Gregsy said.
I mean, I think the first part that I don't like is that Worcestershire sauce you just mentioned. Yes, and where I saw that dreadful scene last night. Through a little window in the door. Mr. Windybank face down on the floor with Gina beside him.
As the accused legal representative, you have the right to examine the scene, Mr. Naruhodo. We must make a thorough investigation.
Yes, of course, and we will. Behind that door, that's the real scene of the crime.
Then what are we delaying? Can we go investigate now?
You want me to tell you what to investigate first?
Let me get in there first and I'll look around.
Alright.
Don't worry. If there are clues in there, I'll find them.
Alright, do we have to move in there? Oh, yeah, we do.
We can, but there are stuff that we need. Okay.
Wait, are we supposed to investigate outside that room first?
Yep. That's what I was trying to tell you.
That's not how it came across.
I know. That's why I was trying to tell you so we didn't have to do that.
Oh well, that's fine. Wait, so in this game, the defense is allowed to investigate, unlike Japan with Phoenix, where he has to stealth investigate? Well, this is also
Unlike
England.
Japanifornia, you mean?
In Japanifornia, the defense is not allowed. Under Edgeworth's rule and Von Karma's rule, not allowed.
They have to get permission first. They have to get, like, permission from the police to actually be able to go through the scene. Which is weird, because you think the scene would be off limits for, like, days, but I guess in the Japanifornia universe, where the trial can only go for 3 days, the investigation only takes, like, 12 hours max.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Iris. She clammed up completely.
Iris is bound to find this difficult. Then why did you bring the child in here?
Child.
After all, Mr. Windemang's life was taken in this very room only last night. Why are you bringing this up again in front of the child?
Why are we reminding the child?
Why are we reminding the child?
Hello, I told you earlier, but I'm actually still here.
Oh, gone the
Bye, I
flash.
guess.
Wait, Inspector!
Ah, fuck, I'll come back. What's it now, sunshine?
You took one look at me and tried to run away.
He's racist, that's why.
You think Scotland Yard Inspector would run away from some jumped-up little defensive lawyer, do you?
Yes. Yes.
Well, fuck you.
And he runs away.
Well, you have a child with you. I've never seen a ladyship looking like that before, is the thing. I didn't know what to say to her.
So you weren't running away from me, you were running away from the 10-year-old.
Great, we're doing fantastic.
I want to screenshot that.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm afraid this is all a little much for a young Iris. Some gentle reassurance might go a long way, perhaps, Inspector.
Aye? There, little one. You'll be fine. Sherlock Holmes is not dead.
Yet.
Yeah. Maybe. I haven't checked on him. Don't trouble yourself unduly, your ladyship. I'm the one responsible here. I mean, at least you're not dead, are you?
Gregson, I was making that as a joke.
What?
Are you? At least you're not dead, are you?
Oh my god.
No, Gregson, she's actually a zombie.
She's totally unalive, or she's totally
What is
deadened.
this fucking image that... Look at this fucking image. There's a 12-year-old that looks like she's about to cry. A 30, 40-year-old something thumb that is talking to her, asking her if she's not dead. What is
At
this
the scene of
here?
a murder, no less.
At the scene of a murder. This is the most surreal image of Ace Attorney Chronicles I've ever seen.
Go ahead and screenshot that if you want.
I can't. I can't.
Wait, I think I got it. Yeah, I got it.
I could clip it, but yeah, it's not high res.
I got it. It's sending to you.
I can. This is the image I'm going to send to everybody that asks me about Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Gregson is somehow less confident than Gumshoe at reassuring children. Gumshoe actually, like, I think tries. I think he has the right heart. Gregson is just trying to impress the child, so she writes good stories about him.
It's weird because Gregson's worried about his paycheck just like Gumshoe is. The only difference is
like,
that
at least Gumshoe only gave Pearls his handgun.
Yeah, he tried to. He didn't successfully do it, but he tried to multiple times.
To try to get her interested in something else aside from the murder. Oh my god. Oh, you're sad about the murder? Here, have a handgun.
Oh, hey, don't be...
I'm trying to do Gregson. I'm trying to do Gumshoe.
Hey, it's me, your pal and buddy Gumshoe. Hey, don't worry, kid. Here, look, a real handgun.
Took me a second, but I got it. I don't think that went very well.
Why?
Why do you think?
Look, I'm in the middle of an investigation here, Sunshine. I told you not to get under my feet.
You're the one who came running in and then running out like a little fool. So, like... And we have investigating to do ourselves.
I'd like to hear more of what the socially inept inspector has to say.
Alright, are we able to go back after this?
We should. Honestly, why not?
Hurley!
And inquire into how Mr. Shone's operation is going.
Greg's gonna be like, Sholmes, who? Whomst?
Who is this Sholmes? Oh, you mean the other Sholmes?
Alright, let's go back to the main. You did a good job. You are alive after all. Alright.
You did a good job. You're alive after all.
Ah, so this is broken.
So it would seem. There's the article ledger here in Mr. Windybake's notes, and it's a cat picture. What's this? It looks as though someone has left a little photographic print behind.
Oh, look at the back. There's some writing. Is there? Oh, show us, Susie, show us.
Oh, this is from...
That's what we saw earlier.
Yeah.
Sorry. A gentleman's overcoat pawned for £1. Clearly it was a very fine coat. In fact, I think...
The code word is professor, 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 and professor, right? Yes, it is.
Yes, this must be the ticket for the overcoat that Ginny redeemed yesterday.
Amy. And is still wearing, which belonged to McGilded. Morbid. I would never have suspected the redemption ticket to be handwritten on the back of her photograph, though. Oh, I saw a image of a sprite for Ginny in the next game, and she looks so cute.
I'm excited.
Yes.
If we ever get there.
One day.
One day.
Seems Mr. Windybank just used whatever piece of paper he happened to have on hand.
It's a cat! But this photograph of a cat looks very familiar, doesn't it? I'm sure I've seen this exact same picture somewhere else recently.
It was during the deduction.
Oh, yes, you're right. Very recently. It's the same one that Ginny gave us earlier.
Of course, I was forgetting that she gave us that print.
Well, what are you waiting for then, Mr. Naruhodo? Get it out!
Get what out, Mrs. Sato? Alright, let the cogs turn. Mrs. Sato, not here.
Yes, they're exactly the same. They are not exactly the same.
One is slightly different than the other.
Yeah, the cat is in the left-hand one is slightly tilted, or like faced not dead on at the camera angle. They're very so slightly different.
If you look quickly between them back and forth, it looks like it's like moving slightly.
Yeah.
Heh, I've got it! These two photographs hide an amazing secret!
A secret? What does she mean?
You must tell us, Iris, at once! Heh, do you really want to know?
No, of course I don't. Yes, I do! Yes, we need to tell you to tell us all we know about these pair of photographs.
Corporate wants you to find the difference between these two pictures.
They're the same picture.
They're the same picture.
So, Iris, about these two photographs that we literally were just talking about. The one we found here on Mr. Windybake's counter that we just saw, and the one that you reminded us that Ginny gave us before. What is this amazing secret you mentioned that's hidden between these two identical prints that aren't really identical?
So it's basically my thesis maps. Ah, no, don't remind me of that. Oh no.
Actually,
When you look at your
Go ahead.
When you look at your D&D map and dungeon, you're like, they're both the same picture.
actually, that's not quite right.
Sorry?
If you look carefully, the two prints aren't the same. Not exactly.
They're not?
Have another look at them now. Can you see that they're just slightly different from each other?
Yes. I think so. It's very subtle, though.
But what's the reason for the subtle difference between the two prints? Ah, well, it's because they're a set, you see.
No, I don't.
This pair of photographs is meant to be used as a stereoscope. Everyone in London is raving about them at the moment.
Ah, stereoscope. Why do I feel as though I've heard that word before recently?
Because it's literally in the fucking pawn shop.
We saw Sholmes look into one
sulking
at the
over
of the
it.
investigation.
My god.
Sholmes
come
be like,
on.
Yes, my favorite. Pornography. I mean, what?
Gay pornography.
oh, look, it's you in a very revealing position, Mr. Naruhodo. Whatever shall I do?
Oh god.
Oh, yes, that's what Mr. Sholmes showed us yesterday while he was sulking over it like a big baby.
It's because I am a big baby.
You see, there it is, over there.
With Pinocchio.
Yeah, with Pinocchio.
Ah, yes, of course, the magical machine that makes pictures look like almost real enough to touch.
Hello, memory, my old friend. I came to not meet you again.
Well, actually, it's quite possible to see the same depth in pictures even without one of those contraptions.
What? Really?
Do you know how a pair of flat photographic prints can appear to have any depth in the first place? No, I have no idea. Oh, wonderful! They'll be able to tell you.
She's over the moon, bless her. Should we let her explain, though? We really need to carry on investigating the scene.
I, for one, simply have to know.
Okay, Sasato being the
Hey,
man in
Sasato.
the relationship and making us not have a choice.
You mean the Dom, but alright.
Have you ever considered, Runo, how our eyes see depth in the world around us?
Well, I just opened them and it works.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna innuendo that one. Nope. Press X to doubt. I love this line of thinking now. Like, have you ever considered how your body works? Well, it just does.
It makes me think of a line from Yu-Gi-Oh! For some reason. Of
Just focus on me, and everyone else will do the rest of the work.
But the reason it works is because we have two eyes.
2 eyes. Shocking.
If you try closing just one eye at a time, I think you'll see straight away. What you see with your left eye, and what you see with your right eye, are ever so
Is that
slightly
the police
different.
disappear?
Yeah.
You get a different view with each eye. Yes, the position of objects seems to shift slightly. Exactly, and in your head, your brain uses that shift to estimate depth as it merges the two views into one.
Oh shit.
That's how we can sense depth in everything we see.
Ah, my brain really is amazing, isn't it? It does so much without telling me.
Ah, I think I see. So the pair of photographs consist of a left eye view and a right eye view. Is that right? Oh, well done, Susie. You're so quick.
This is why we need her in court.
So, if you could... I don't know if we can verify a 10-year-old is a professional of anything.
She is
So
a
if you
genius,
can
though.
Yes? Do you think you could convince the judge that she is a professional standard?
Perhaps.
Maybe. With our judge, perhaps. So if you can persuade your brain to merge the two pictures together in your head, you'd be able to see depth in these prints.
Yes, Runo, you're beginning to understand.
And a stereoscope's function is to act as your brain and allow you to do just that.
So we are doing 3D images. Cool.
Without the red and blue glasses.
Yeah.
Yes, but as long as you have 2 images, 2 eyes, and 1 brain, you can actually do it yourself without needing a stereoscope at all.
You can? Really?
Yeah, and that's our next bullet point here.
Let's try it. Let's see if you can view this pair of prints without the help of a stereoscope. Oh yes, I'm dying to have a go.
I cannot sit comfortably right now. I'm so sorry. I keep shifting. Not like you can hear it, but like physically I keep shifting in my seat.
Just Sato-san really loves this kind of thing.
You need to be able to cross your eyes. That's the main thing. Can you both do that?
No, I can't. It's physically Yes, I can. Cross my eyes. I think I can.
Watch me and see if you can copy.
That was a creepy animation. That was a really creepy animation. I hate this.
Make your eyes do this.
I'm taking a screenshot of this. And I'm sending it to you. Bloop.
Okay.
My favorite thing is when I go to send something to you, my bitrate just like drops so hard. Closest I got to vibrate or uneasy emote, I guess.
Alright, let me try.
Oh no. Are you ready,
Oh,
Mr.
please.
Naruhodo? No, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
Are they gonna merge into one?
There, how's that?
I took a screenshot of that too. Also sending it to you.
What?
Just awful.
What is this case?
Wonderful.
Do it, Sasato.
Now it's your turn, Runo.
How are
we
y'all
just need it.
holding it this long? Like, my eyes would start hurting.
Now we just need to edit so that they can have Iago faces. Isn't that great?
No, no, no.
I know, I hate it too, but that's what popped in my head. And now you have to live with it too.
Grant, I'm gonna ban you.
Oh, okay. It's been fun, guys. It's been fun. I hope that was worth.
The trick is to concentrate on looking at the bridge of your nose with both eyes at the same time.
Not exactly an easy task when 2 people are staring at you cross-eyed,
With
which
the most creepiest smiles ever.
I'm scared of what we're going to see when this is like changed.
Yeah, really. They're gonna merge into one, and I'm not looking forward to it. Wait, we didn't even do it. Damn.
Are we not gonna do it? Okay.
Alright, that's enough practice. Now let's try looking at the prints. Start by staring at one print and slowly crossing your eyes.
Oh god, I hate it.
You should see 2 overlapping images, like this. You try it now, Runo.
I'm just going to have to give it a try, I suppose.
Did the print split into 2 images for you? Now, the next step. Is to put the pair of prints side by side like this, and then try to crossing your eyes again. The prints should slowly merge together, until... they form a new single image in the center. Oh, yes!
Jesus Christ, this
Sasato, did something happen there, friend?
Sato climax during the process of this.
Mr. Naruhodo, it works! I can see in the middle now.
It looks so real. Oh, I can look at it all day.
Please don't. I'm from what I understand, it's bad to do this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't advise that. Your eyes might start to hurt.
If they haven't already at this point. Naruto found the spot.
Jesus.
Your turn, Runo.
Excuse me.
Pretend you're looking through the two pictures and slowly cross your eyes. Keep adjusting the position of your eyes until the two images overlap exactly in the middle.
Like this, is it? I hope you don't expect the player to actually do this. Please don't.
I don't even know why this is important to the trial. Like, why is this important? Like, all we need to know is that they're a match set. We don't need to know, like, how they're a match set. Like, come on.
I don't know.
There, you managed it. So now you know how stereoscope images work.
Ryan Sasuke doing Ahego. Just solve crime. You love to see it. Oh my god, I love stereoscopic images.
Well, well, I don't know who discovered it, but it really is quite extraordinary. So what do you think of these stereoscopic prints then, Runo?
They're certainly amazing, but it isn't easy to get the knack of viewing them properly. Also, there's a machine over there we could have used.
Yeah, instead of, like, going through this whole charade for the last, like, 10 minutes.
Well, that's why contraptions like this exist, for people who find it tricky.
Or for people who don't want to strain their fucking eyes.
Well, I was going to say people that don't want to form the half of a Ninjago face either.
Yeah.
Oh, I recognize that.
When they said they would solve it by any means necessary, they meant it.
We saw one over there yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah.
We just looked at it.
If I remember correctly, you press the little knob here.
Absolutely not.
Thank you for the sound routine, Mjolf.
Then set the pair of photographs in this stand at the back and...
It's so amazing, even though I know roughly how it works now.
Thank you for the sound redeem, Adrian.
Well, London seems to agree with you. Stereoscopes are very popular at the moment. You can find one of these folding contraptions in lots of households in the capital currently.
But if these little machines are so affordable, surely there's no need to go around staring cross-eyed at pictures like you hate them.
But it's much more satisfying to be able to see the effect with your own eyes. Well, I think so in any case.
Stereoscopic pictures. I've never even heard of them until yesterday. We've certainly learned a lot about them, but I wonder if it's knowledge that I will ever actually need.
Okay. That's not actually. I wanted to investigate like the broken glass, but okay, I guess we investigated that instead. All right, what else do I need to investigate in here?
You want me to
Oh, there's a bullet hole thing right here.
Where there's blood as well.
Yeah, and blood.
Ah, look here.
Damn, that thing's in there good.
Yeah.
Oh yes, a bullet hole. And I see the bullet's still lodged in the wall.
Presumably, Mr. Windybank wasn't practicing with his revolver in his spare time.
Ah, well...
That one guy staring very intently at this calendar.
Yeah.
Like, man, I was supposed to be on vacation today.
Mr. Sholmes likes to practice in his drawing room whenever he can. He's very patriotic like that.
Sorry?
Yeah, she's the ultimate fangirl.
It's all there in the Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, you know. Isn't that right, Iris? Ah, did I write something like that? Partly in jest, perhaps? In jest?
In jest? What? These nuts?
It's almost as if I wrote a fucking story about fiction, only loosely based in reality like most stories.
as my grandmother would call it, faction. Cause like, yeah, she wrote autobiographies, but like some of it was like faction. Like there's a story of me in one of them that like I don't remember happening at all, and I was slated to be like 18. Is like, Grandma, I never visited you when I was 18. Like, what is this?
Misremember.
No, I don't think so. Like she takes stories but like adds like different embellishes in them to make them. Cause it was like the tomato story, and like I remember her telling me the tomato story, but the way she ended it was like me showing up and eating the tomato, and I was like, this never happened because I never liked tomatoes until like very recently, like after she passed away. So there was no way that 18-year-old me would, one, show up to her house unannounced, two, and eat a tomato straight from like her windowsill or something. Like that would not happen. So
that's why I was saying maybe she just misremembered somebody else that actually went to go eat it.
Why are we doing debate scrum right now? But all right, we can vibe, drink some tea.
It's always possible that she just embellished in her mind.
No, it's embellished. Yeah, she embellished.
The way memories work is based off emotion, and every time we remember it, we supposedly build off from what we remember with other memories. So
yeah, every time you remember something, your brain remembers it very slightly differently. So like your brain is like lying to you, or not telling you the whole truth.
The brain's trying its best.
Thank you for the sound redeem. And the other sound redeem.
It's one of the reasons why, like, empirical evidence is, like, the best evidence, and witness testimony is not the best.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I took a forensics class in high school, and, like, one of the very first things we did was talk about witness testimony, and I loved my forensics teacher. And I was thankful I got to, like, do this to one of the other classes that she had. So we were sitting in class randomly as we were going over like witness testimony and whatnot, and these 3 upperclassmen came in with like musical instruments, like played their instruments, like it was like crash cymbals and like other things, and then left like all suddenly. And she was like, okay, I want you to write everything that you saw just happen right now. Hey, thank you for the gift sub. Woo! To Apricot. To Zen. Yeah. Thank you, Adrian. I appreciate you. And now we have a new sub goal. I updated it. Yay. These do not count for the subathon sub goals, for the record. These don't count. But I appreciate it anyway, Jesse. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But, God, my nose is so stuffy. Do you mind if we end tonight here?
Sure, if you want.
Because my nose is just really stuffy. And yeah. Like, as much as I want to continue, I don't feel like I have the energy to.
It's fine and understandable.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know when we're gonna be streaming the game next, that's the thing. Yeah, because, like, I will literally pull out my planner right now and show you, like, I don't know when the next time we'll be streaming this is. Couple weeks?
Yeah. It's gonna be a while.
I mean, unless if, like, well, I don't know, my sister might come next weekend, I don't know. But, like, night all, I guess. Hope you feel better. Less stuffy. Great. Thanks. I appreciate it. Where's my calendar? One of these tabs.
No calendar. There's only Zool.
Like, you still work Sundays, right?
Sorry, what?
You still work Sundays, right?
I don't work Sunday right now.
So it's up in the air for the future.
Yeah, that's why I tell you that Sundays are up in the air.
Got it.
I do D&D on that day, but even that's up in the air because I sometimes have to work.
Yeah, okay.
They've been going back and forth between working Fridays and Sundays. It just seems they more likely do Sundays for some reason.
Yeah, so the next time we might be able to do this is the 29th of April.
Haha. It's okay. It's gonna be a bit.
Cause I have a concert next week that I'm in. Then I'm going to Ryan's, and then the 2 weekends after that I have to go to recitals because it's senior recitals, so I'm obligated and also really want to go and support them. Then after that I should be good, theoretically speaking, unless there's something else crops up. So Grant, it was nice knowing you. It was nice knowing you, bud. I mean, we could always talk about maybe doing a Saturday, but that's up to you.
Again, I have stuff on Saturdays.
Oh, that's right.
That's why I always have something I gotta do.
Yeah. Guess we'll see you in a month, Grant AI. Moss Mold Void.
You spelled mold right.
Also, conveniently, my nose just cleared up. I guess my nose is like, oh, let's look at your schedule. Oh, you're not gonna stream with Grant for a month? Okay, we're not gonna be pretending to be sick anymore. Like, okay, we'll go a little longer. It was just when my nose gets stuffy, it's really hard for me to voice act.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because you also voice acted for 3 people in that 4 character for a bit.
Yeah.
Now you know what it felt like whenever I was in the DLC and I had to voice Gant, Phoenix, Edgeworth, and the Judge.
Well, I voiced Phoenix, didn't I?
Oh yeah, you did voice Phoenix. Never mind.
But like, yeah, I can see what you mean. Yeah. You have to read this line.
Right. Sorry. I thought we were about to finish, so one second while I try to find my way back.
Oh, it's okay. My sister just got here. Ooh, fun!
Ooh.
Have fun with your sister. I'll see you in the Discord server. Because I'm assuming you're leaving now, which is understandable.
He doesn't do it often. He shouldn't even do it once.
Forget that now, Vuno. Let's examine this bullet.
I guess I'll just let this child look at the bullet, why not? Don't pay me enough to care. What's that around the bullet hole? Impact.
Yeah.
Is it blood? Oh, that.
Yeah.
Suspicious red stain on the calendar.
Yeah, it's blood. No, it's ketchup. Fucking
It's
ketchup.
red paint dye.
Yeah, it's ketchup. It's spice. Gray has successfully
Ketchup,
confused
spices,
the AI.
everything
I
else.
did it. I confused that AI 2.4.
Aha! I may well be able to help with that.
What?
There's nothing like the sight of blood to get the blood pumping, is there, Vuno?
I have a feeling I'm not as bloody-minded as you are, Iris.
Old Spicy?
I'm afraid the sight of blood makes my blood run cold. There you have it, you see. When it comes to blood, we're all different types.
Sorry, I was looking at Jesse's the little one rat
Oh.
face.
That is my one brain cell working on my research paper. While the other brain cells are like not in motion. So one brain cell
cells
firing on all those cylinders.
Brain
Gray used
cells
captcha
during
on Gray, it was
research.
effective.
I figured that shit out. There were actually 3 boats, but the other one was a bridge.
Oh. Did you read
But
this?
those get... No, I'm not. Yes, what a scientific observation.
Oh, are we gonna find out that it's like, Sholmes's blood or something?
Can you imagine, like, the most inopportune times of... What if at the most inopportune time she finds out that her dad's dead? Like, it's like, oh yes, I remember. It's like how your dad died. I mean, what?
Oh my god. Oh my
Just
god.
accidentally out of nowhere.
Okay, well, now that you say that, what if, like, we accidentally spill the beans that her father died, and then she gets mad at us, rightfully so, for not telling her, and then because Sasato is leaving, and then little child here is mad at us, we're, like, alone in court. And then, like, in the 11th hour, Iris comes to the rescue, like, oh wait, you need my help, because Ginny is my friend, and I'm here for Ginny, I'm not here for you, you fucker.
Jesus.
You are still alive, right?
So, you need this.
Oh no, what is that scary looking thing?
Hurley and I actually haven't come up with a name for it yet, but as soon as you see it in action, you'll understand what it does.
Oh, is this the beginning
Oh,
of, is this the beginning of the Emma Sky and her contraptions for the forensic investigation that we did? Is this the start of that?
Maybe?
Watch.
Oh god, we're dead!
Oh no, the blood turned green!
Oh, the color of the bloodstain has changed. I guess we're now in green eggs and hams, guys.
Who keeps giving people guns? I mean, the child keeps making guns. I don't know what you want.
I have a feeling Jess is somehow part of this.
There, does it make sense now?
Yes, I think I'm starting to understand.
That you should
This,
not be having guns.
dyes things.
Good. It works on the principle that different people have different types of blood, you see.
What?
Yes,
How wonderful. I think she means like A positive, B positive.
I understand that, but how does that work and how does that help?
And also, how do they know like which types of blood people have? It's not like they're actively testing for people's blood, right?
As
I mean,
far as know,
I'm
they don't even know what
23.
DNA is at this point.
Yeah, I'm 23 and I still have no idea what my blood type is.
B negative.
I know, we could take bets at someday before I go get
I
like
think mine is A positive.
I don't know, I have a script from the doctor to get my blood tested for like just routine. And I still haven't done it yet. But granted, like she gave it to me in like November when I saw her for my yearly checkup. So like maybe one day we'll do like a bet on stream and like
Whenever we're doing the Q&A.
what Q&A?
I thought we were eventually going to do a Q&A type thing. Or just like a podcast type thing.
Yeah, whenever we finish this fucking game. There's one person in the world that has A+. I think I'm B-, but I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know. I straight up don't know.
the chemical it fires combines with the blood and makes it change color, so it can identify whose blood it is that you're looking at in a flash.
I mean, it's not like DNA. Every single person has different strands of DNA. Well, like 99.9% of all DNA in humans is the exact same. And it's just that 0.1% that makes us different, which is just mind-boggling. But like that's not. We're not looking for DNA though. Everyone can have. There's people who have the same blood type. Like what? So you mean like some people can have a shade of green, but it's just like their shade of green, and no one else can have that shade of green? Like, girl.
Oh, what a fabulous invention, Iris! Isn't it? Isn't it? I bet Ginny would see it's bleeding great.
Oh God.
So, whose blood are we looking at then?
It's Sholmes's. It's gonna be Sholmes.
It's gonna be Ships.
Well, all the chemical does is turn the blood a different color, so just find someone whose blood turns the same color and you'll know who it belongs to in a flash.
Clearly she didn't think this through. Very clearly she did not think this through.
I mean, I guess it's impressive for a 10-year-old. It's more like 2 flashes, isn't it?
Zero negative. The hero of blood types can. O negative. The hero of blood types can save everyone, but can only be aided by themselves. Yeah.
They can give, but they can only receive. but at the same time, I think I have actually either B plus or O.
Oh, what? There's O negative and O positive, my guy.
That's what my mother says, so I don't know. Because I just messaged her to ask her, and she said it's either O something or B plus, and I was like, okay then.
I love how you asked her. Did she ask back, like, why do you need to know this information?
No.
Like, every time I text my mom something, like, half the time she's like, why do you need to know this? That's why I start Googling everything. Because, like, I'd rather not have to explain it to anyone. Like, why do I need to know how to clean... Like, why do I need to know how to use vinegar to clean a shower head? Like, blood type. Oh.
She actually got me confused with my sister because she was messaging her too. She says that I'm definitely B plus. So.
Gotcha. You were just above average.
Yep.
One flash or two, this could well turn out be a very valuable clue. So we must make note of it in the court record.
You're just above average, that's what she said.
Let's keep testing and adding the results of any other blood analysis to the portfolio.
This is literally the thing from the DLC, and I kind of fucking hate it.
As long as I have reagent left, sure.
Well, your apartment is literally like 2 doors down. Like, go make more. Okay, is there anything else here that we need to look at?
We need to examine the books, the music box, shelf, stereoscope, small machine, examine calendar. We got the blood samples portfolio. We panned left. We examined the counter. We talked to Iris.
Wait, we didn't do the stereoscope and we didn't do the music box.
Then we need to do the stereoscope and the music box and the shelves.
Okay.
That's a music
and the small
box.
machine.
And the what machine?
Small machine.
Okay.
That's a music box. Do you have them where you come from, Munao?
Yes, but I've never seen one as large as this in Japan.
Oh, well, this will be a treat. Shall we have a listen?
We already did this when we investigated in the first time. Why are we doing this again to appease a 10-year-old? I just want to investigate and get to the trial. I want the murder.
What do you think? Isn't it a pretty sound?
It's a beautiful sound, yes, but it's a little hard to enjoy when all the policemen in the room are giving you fierce looks.
Yeah, like, why the fuck are you doing this?
It's alright, I'll write how shit they are in my books.
I know I tested my blood type in science class in 11th grade. Interesting.
Very interesting indeed.
Writer of the actual Sherlock Holmes books actually didn't care too much about the Bobby police. He didn't think they were that effective.
Interesting. Okay.
As he got older, he sort of softened his stance on them, but yeah, at the beginning, he kind of just thought they were idiots.
Never mind that. If any of them say anything, I'll tell Gregsy to have a word.
Iris Wilson, Superintendent of Scotland Yard.
Oh my god. Alright, now let's look at the bookshelf.
When Iris becomes the can I see your manager, please?
When Iris becomes a Karen.
These shelves are where the pawnbroker puts articles that have been forfeited on display for customers to buy.
Yes, it's really strange. Miscellany, isn't it? I mean, who would buy this horse statue, for example? Also, holy shit, Ryan, you are really good at English if you know what miscellany is, because I've never heard of this.
Oh, it's another form of miscellaneous.
I understand that. I just never seen it used like this before.
I've heard it used before, but I don't think I've ever read it like this before, unless if I was reading, like, an academic paper. And by academic paper, I mean, like, dissertation and journal articles.
It's just very fucking impressive to me.
At the time, I was afraid of needles, so to be given a needle and just told to poke a hole in yourself and drop stuff in these science waters, see what blood type you have, was horrifying. I don't doubt that. That sounds horrifying. I'm not afraid of needles, I just don't like pain. I'm a big baby. I'm a wimp.
Who? I mean, I guess there are masochists, but I was gonna say, who does like pain?
I mean, like, I don't mind being sore, I just don't like pain.
Well, sometimes you can find some real treasures among all the junk, you know. Are you alright, Bruno?
Oh, it's just, well, it looks like a collection of useless junk as a whole, but when you pick out individual things, you can't help wishing you owned them, even that horse statue.
That's exactly how the pawnbroker works. They're very clever.
Why are we having to investigate all this shit? It's not gonna give us evidence. I don't understand.
I don't know, that's just what the guide says. This is the strange contraption that lets you see pictures of things that as if they were right in front of your eyes. It makes you think when Mr. Sholmes gleefully showed it to us yesterday. We were blissfully unaware that any of this was about to happen.
That was it of that. Alright, cool.
I'm fairly sure this contraption was here yesterday as well. Here we are, though. I'm not confident I can get it closed again.
Oh yes, that's a folding stereoscope.
Really? This is a stereoscope?
Oh my god, we probably did it out of sequence, but it's whatever.
Mr. Sholmes showed us a picture yesterday that we're supposed to be able to see in 3 dimensions. But for that, he used the great big contraption over there.
Ah, well, that's for use in public houses and places like that. It contains a carousel with all sorts of pictures inside. But this little thing is a much simpler design for use at home.
You never know what might be useful in trial. If not, just create lots of paperwork for your opponent to read through, burying the actual useful thing to give you an advantage.
I wonder if I could make money out of these in Japan. I could beat keeping my toilet sparkling clean anyways.
Alright.
Did we look at the machine?
Was that the small machine?
On the bottom right.
Yeah, that was the small machine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we talked to... Now we're supposed to present something to Iris.
Okay. Are we supposed to investigate the other half of the room first?
Well, we think we were supposed to... We already examined the counter. That's what we...
Oh,
did
true.
So... That was... It says examine the counter, then talk to Iris about the whole photographs thing, and then we're supposed to present to her, the pawnbroker's ticket, apparently.
Okay. Okay, present... Nope. Luring 101, play dirty within the law.
Hold on a second. Present the recently acquired tickets when asked, choose option 3, thrice Mason, both the Tom break. Okay. Would you mind if I showed you this, Iris? It's just a boring old thing, really, but...
Oh, I don't really like boring things.
Ah. Looks like Japanese modesty is easily misinterpreted by young Western children.
I mean, who does like boring things? No one wants to be shown anything boring. Come to think of it, you've always introducing things with, this is boring, but it's a bad habit. You should stop it.
I'll be sure to let the entire population of the Empire of Japan know on my return.
God, I love that.
So, hold on. It says present both the pawnbroker ticket and the blood samples portfolio will be updated.
Oh wait,
there a
we haven't
pawnbroker's
examined
ticket?
we haven't examined this one yet, I don't think. Because this one has the blood stain on the back.
Oh, okay, so that's what it was.
Mr. Naruhodo, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's something rather troubling here.
I have noticed.
The red smear, you mean?
Yes, it looks like blood, doesn't it? I wonder if Sasato-san has had that picked up on that. Well, in that case,
Yes, we need Iris.
we should show this to her before we forget.
I literally noticed this when they picked it up the first time. Before we went into the whole stereoscope nonsense. Like, I noticed it and like, why aren't we talking about it?
The gang hadn't noticed it yet.
Oh, because these are both called pawnbroker's tickets.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. Because it said pawnbroker's ticket coat.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks like blood.
I would say if it's from a gloved finger, almost certainly a glove made of leather.
Well, don't worry, Runo. You can leave the rest to me.
Oh, God. Ah, it's different blood than the blood on the wall.
Look at that.
Yes, that's a color we haven't seen before, isn't it? We simply must add it to the portfolio of blood samples. It could be an important clue. Although, it would be nice to find out whose blood these different colors correspond to at some point.
Oh, this particular stain blood. I will let you know that whenever people did find out there were different types of blood, it was used. It's one of those things where it would help because it would circumstantial if, you know, the same person that you accuse has the same blood type. This was before they figured out about DNA and stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
Oh, you have an idea, haven't you? Do you know whose blood this is?
Are we supposed to know?
When asked, choose option 3, thrice fired Mason.
Oh, so we're supposed to say we know. Wait, was the coat not McGilded's? Was the coat the other guy's coat?
Maybe?
That's what you...
Yes, I have an idea whose blood it is. Not from the color it turned, but with a little deduction.
That's right, I think it's clear. Iris, you know as well?
Sasato's just like, I don't know anything.
You first, Runo. Who do you think it belongs to?
Your mother. Alright, I believe that this is the blood of...
Thrice fired Mason.
Thrice fired Mason?
You don't sound very sure of yourself the way you trailed off there.
Well, it was 2 months ago now, that case. And of course, I never met the victim, so I'm struggling to remember his name. He was definitely thrice fired, though.
The victim of the omnibus case. Yes, his name was indeed Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. But that would mean that this blood stain was left on the ticket 2 months ago.
Yes, I think it was. Junior brought back this ticket here to Windy Banks yesterday. I'm suggesting that the bloodstain was already on it at the time.
So it's a smear of blood from the time that Mr. Mason was killed 2 months ago. Something else is coming back to me now. Mr. McGilded was also wearing a leather gloves that night.
Oh, I always wear my leather gloves, don't you know?
Ah, yes, he was.
It certainly does look like leather gloved thumbprint, this mark. But we know that Mr. McGilded has no inquiries at the time anywhere on his body, or injuries, sorry.
Objection, Your Honor, but the blood samples have been tampered with by chemicals that can no longer properly be tested and is therefore inadmissible in the court of law. Oh my god.
I don't think that would be a problem because at this point in time there wasn't like any chemicals. She's just a special case.
Yeah.
I would say the problem would be that there's no verifiable way that we can prove on a professional standard that this child knows what she is doing in order to. They would basically discredit her from being able to use this as admissible evidence because she's a 10-year-old. And although we believe that she knows what she's doing and that this is true, the court would probably very much question how a 10-year-old would be able to have this knowledge.
Yeah. Did you read this?
From which we can conclude that any blood on the glove belonged to the victim, Mr. Mason.
Mr. Naruhodo, you sound just like Mr. Sholmes.
Minus the quirky slip-ups, I hope. No.
Yes.
Huh?
He has quirky slip-ups.
Yes, I think you're right, Runo. Very well. Let's make note of this.
Awesome.
Alright, I think we're stopped here.
Now. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we could move to the story.
Because it's gonna be roughly a month in
Right.
between. And I would rather go into that room, because, like, probably after the room, like, we probably have to invest. We probably go see Sholmes, fill him in, go back to see Gina, and then we would probably go to trial, and maybe investigate one other place. But, like, then it would be the trial. So, like, I'm fine stopping here. Feel bad for Butler, though. He missed the last portion, but...
We come back for, like, after a month and we're like, where the fuck and what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, for real. Alright, well, thank you everyone for hanging out tonight. I appreciate all of you. The prosecution moved forward on a motion of expedited trial and verdict. LOL. But thank you all for hanging out. Thank you, Grant, as always, for
No problem.
helping out with voice acting.
Yeah.
We are gonna go raid over to the Ben Psych, who's playing Pacify, which I have no idea what game that is, but we're gonna go
Awesome.
give him some love. Yeah, stream this weekend. I'm not sure of what's happening yet. I might take Sunday off from streaming just because of my schedule and everything. But definitely Tuesday, Wednesday of next week will be... Well, Tuesday will be Detroit Become Human. Wednesday, mayhaps we'll see what to play around with that. Well, I'm gonna have to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. No Friday stream because of the recital I'm in. Allegedly. Allegedly, I'm in a recital next week. It might not actually, we might not actually be in the recital. Who knows? But anyway, so we're gonna go right over to him. Make sure to give the love. Everything. Here's the raid message. If you're not already in the Discord, feel free to join the Discord server. Go give him some love, and I will maybe see you Sunday. Not sure yet, but if not, Tuesday with more Detroit Become Human. Alright. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.